Thursday, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Welcome to everybody out in the chat. Sorry we're a little bit late. What are we, 7 minutes late? A little bit past. Okay, let me see that it's connecting. Oh, we got the stream. We got the stream shit figured out. Bro, it makes me nervous every time. Right? My heart takes a dip down into my ball sack every time we start the show.
Gotcha.
Gotcha, okay.
Gotcha.
But yeah, welcome to everybody in the chat, man. Sorry we're a little bit late. It is the most underrated podcast. My IG story is going off right now. Everyone's reacting. Very funny stuff. I mean, depending on how you look at it. It could be funny. It could be annoying. But check that out. At OMG, it's TTF. At Dow Palantonio. At Most Underrated Podcast on IG. At MUPcast on Twitter. You go to my IG story, what you're going to find is a clip as I pulled into the parking lot, into the studio here today. I'm eating my breakfast, not paying as good of attention as I probably should be. I come around the corner, skirt, right in the middle of the aisle, parked right in the middle of the road in the middle of our parking lot here, is a car. Like you would park in a space, you know?
Yeah.
They just decided to park right in the middle of the, I guess it's the aisle.
The aisle, yeah.
Yeah, they just started, we're just going to go ahead and park right in the middle of it. That's
not the
fine.
front space, not the back space.
No.
He created his own space.
Not even like hanging out a little bit, not even hanging out halfway.
No.
All right in the middle, bro. Like some of the weirdest shit I ever seen today. But welcome, everybody in the chat, man. Let's see, Berta's in there, AP's in there, Firsties, Souls on My Feet, Gio, Chris Barry, Philly Mayor, Blake P, Anachoff Neighborhood, Goat James. What's going on, y'all? Anachoff, y'all wearing some matching kicks, are we? Dal likes dunks a little bit more than I do, so I guess it's to each their own. I like the Jordan 1 highs a little bit better. Go ahead, stand up, Dal.
All right,
flex your fit a little bit.
Might as well. Nothing crazy, man. Some old school Denver Nuggets shorts. Kind of love those. And I guess not old school because this is their new logo versus their old school logo, right? But
yeah.
I don't know. They feel like some kind of throwbacks just based off the material. And then some damn Yankees just to celebrate our love for classic rock and roll. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. Just kind of more of like.
Did you talk about that shirt a few weeks ago? Like,
yeah, I think I talked about it. It was during the quarantine, the Zoom cast.
you copped it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
I remember that shirt, but I don't remember. Refresh
Great
me.
shirt.
Who's Damn Yankees again?
Damn Yankees. It is it's a multi, like, I guess you call it a super band. And it's Ted Nugent, you know, who did his own shit, Cat Scratch Fever. And then you have some members from the Styx. So it's just kind of a power band, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just all together. And they did some great touring.
Members from the Styx in there too, huh?
Yeah, dude. Can You Take Me High Enough? Remember that one? That's their.
Can you take me high enough? Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude. Good one.
Didn't know that.
So that's the damn Yankees for you, man. So kind of like a vintage kind of.
Way to get the notes on that, both of us.
Thank you, man.
Good.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
I almost tried to harmonize with you.
I think we did.
I didn't want to be too gay today.
What, harmonizing?
I know.
Harmonizing's gay?
No, it's not.
Oh, I was about to say.
Oh, no, it's a two-way.
I mean, talking
It's not
about
gay.
butthole as much as you do might be questionably gay, but harmonizing.
Speaking of which, man, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I got him on it.
Hey, I'm glad
You guys are welcome.
I'm glad you took your morning
Right
dump
on.
before the cast. Now you don't have any stress.
You said what?
I'm glad you took your morning dump before the cast.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I'm really happy about that.
It was great.
That's not why we were late.
No,
Promise.
that was a while back. That was a hot minute.
That's true. Hey, my sister's in the cast, man. What's up? She says, "What's up, MUP? Miss you, D brother."
D brother.
Is that D bag brother? Is that?
Is that normal vernacular for you too? Is that a nickname she calls you?
I
She
think
called you.
no.
You walk in, hey D brother.
That is
Is that normal shit?
no.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I don't know what's
Maybe
going
she
on
got
with that.
nervous in the chat.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe she D brother.
Hey, Blake P says that harmony though.
There you go.
I
See?
guess we did kind of harmonize.
We knew, bro. We
Dang.
knew.
Did you go up and I went low? I don't remember.
We'll have to run it back.
We'll run that back.
We'll get it clipped out.
Yeah.
All right, my shit. I just got the Jumpman Jordan gray cement dry fit shorts. The what the hell are these called again? The Jordan 1 high.
Oh shit! I don't even.
Hyper Crimson.
Hyper Crimson.
Hyper Crimson's on feet today.
I sold that pair.
Bad
Wish I
move.
wouldn't have.
Bad move.
Yeah, the turbo greens I love even more, and I sold that pair.
They came stock with the bright orange laces.
Yeah.
And then you got the Nike drop hem baseball tee. Remember I told you I copped 2 of these on sale.
How bad do those crease? They crease bad? Let me see.
Let's here, flip the camera.
Doing it.
These are great, dude. And I haven't washed these at all. I haven't cleaned these one time. So they could use maybe a little bit of TLC, but Look at the, pull that down just a little. There you go. That's good. And you can kind of see, toe box really isn't bad on him. It kind of looks like a little bit, my favorite worn pair, like GR kind of leather worn pair is the David Letterman ones. That's the best. I think the leather is wearing so nicely on those for such a shitty kind of GR leather. This one here is similar to the Turbo Greens. Remember, they both had this Spring 19 branding on the side, and they both kind of had the same leather. They both had the same kind of suede hits. They came out around the same time. Interestingly, the Turbo Greens have shot through the moon, close to 400, maybe over 4, depending on your size.
I can't afford them.
And these are still chilling around 250.
Are they? 260?
Maybe pretty low, bro. So sleeper pair, in my opinion.
Still a great pair.
Dude, mine are dirty as shit, right?
Do they get dirty because of the pants? Is that for
Probably
is that
jeans.
for your jeans?
Jeans on the back, yeah. But that's the thing.
Jeans on the back, keep my cipher complete? No?
No, that doesn't even rhyme.
Okay, good.
Jeans on my back, keep my cipher complete. If you're unfamiliar, that came from Mac Miller. Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete.
Yeah, that's feet complete. Got it.
But back complete.
I just tried.
I love that.
Yeah, stretch.
You gotta love those Kansas rhymes, aka the ones that don't really rhyme. They're not actually rhymes.
If AP's in there, he'd understand.
But yeah, man, they're not bad. Leather actually, I mean, it wears, you're wearing a little bit on them, but it's not, let me see if I can hit the light right on there.
How's the suede? Suede's pretty good quality, yeah?
Good quality,
Little long hair suede in places.
Yep. So yeah, and it's a black toe box too, so even if it gets kind of creased up, it
doesn't matter.
But look at this inside. It's already crinkled anyway, because remember, these kind of had the paper mache.
The paper
mache kind of leather look to it. You lighten that up just a little bit to show them those crinkles, bro. Looking like a fast food wrapper. Crinkled up. See that crinkled ass leather on the side?
Yeah.
That's how these come.
Not to be confused with a veiny dick.
Yeah, no. and you're talking about harmonizing is gay. Unbelief.
You know what? The creases are there, but they don't look that bad because of the black toe box,
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
Doesn't look bad.
I love it. I love my favorite part of this. They did the kind of off-white styling on the tongue, but this tongue tab, dude. Those colors on the tongue tab, it's like a nice cream or like tan on the Nike Air, and then you got the bright orange, which actually hits the bright orange laces perfectly. That's my favorite part on the shoe. Really love that. Close second would be this crimson, hyper crimson suede. This kind of sets it off too. And I noticed as you wear these more, it seems like this gets a little brighter. I don't know. I really like that. Those are my two favorite parts of the sneaker. I love that tongue tab, tongue styling, and then the crimson suede there.
Very complete shoe.
Great pair. There you go, Sneaker Gill. Everything but putting them on the table. Happy birthday. Let's see what we got here. By the way, I don't know if I told you, we got clipped for every single Steely Dan song that played on the last episode.
Wow, they got to collect their checks, huh?
I got 8 emails from YouTube saying, this is not a copyright strike. However, we do have copywritten content that is owned by somebody else in this video, and you'll be sharing revenue or giving revenue, depending on the song.
We haven't made revenue anyways.
I know, so it's not like I'm like, whatever.
Great.
That's why I use what I use on this show anyway. At some point, we may cross a bridge where we can't do that, but at this point, I'm not gonna, like I told you guys, I'm gonna sacrifice the show for shit we're getting hit with. Let me see. Man, y'all took so long off. I forgot when the show was on. LOL. This is our 3rd episode back, King. What are you talking about? We've been back already. We've been back for a minute.
Yeah.
Been back for a hot minute.
King's
already.
been spending too much time with the Hat Club. That's his new favorite thing.
You said what?
His new favorite thing is this new subscription-based hat club where he gets a new hat every once in a while. You know what I mean? One of those subscription services. I think his priorities are a little different. He's forgot about MUP. But yet he hits us up yesterday and says, hey, as reigning champ for the most underrated podcast Fantasy Football League, I'd like to know kind of what's going on. And this guy made a bet with you, $20, to say there's not even a season. Did you see my tweet back to him yesterday?
No, I didn't see it back.
I was talking shit. I had your back.
You never talk shit on social media.
I really don't.
You don't.
But I had to let him know.
You're the
I
most
said,
neutral guy on social media.
And I said, John King, you're the most positive guy who believes that football's not going to happen. But here you are, wanting to be the reigning champion, coming back.
There it is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know. John King confuses
I did like
me.
this tweet. Okay.
But he's a big supporter of the cast.
He's got a point there, though. I think he got a little bit worried. We're we're going to get into tons of topics on the show. 2 different pairs of sneakers in studio today.
Mm-hmm.
We got some sports stuff. We got some just news stuff in general, and we'll kind of bounce in and out of things. But yeah, we'll just start there with the Hard Knocks recap. I think that's exactly why he's feeling that way.
I think so.
If you watched Hard Knocks the other night, you've got to be feeling good about the NFL. You got to be feeling good about the NFL season coming back. All the procedures that they're taking, holy shit, that was impressive. I tweeted him back. I was like, bro, that shit was
you're in trouble.
Super impressive, because the NFL, man, no bullshit, no messing around, and they're not just doing it reckless.
Right.
It seems like they're 0 to 100 on playing the season. They're not 0 to 100. They're pedal to the floor, full steam ahead, if you will. And they're not slowing down at all. And that's the NFL. And that's what I thought the NFL would be. I did get a little bit nervous because of what we started to see with other sports and other sports coming back and all that stuff. I did get a little nervous. But after seeing Hard Knocks, I feel good about my $20 on the line with John King there. I feel good that we're going to have an NFL season. Now, there's still a lot of logistics, a lot of hoops to jump through. We haven't had our first big outbreak within a team yet. We haven't had big stars get COVID-19 in the middle of the season and have to sit out games. You know, Tom Brady gets COVID-19.
Yeah.
And I don't even know who is the Bucs backup behind Brady over there. Now that Winston's gone.
Winston's definitely gone. Who's Winston
He's
with?
in New Orleans.
New Orleans, that's right.
Yeah. I don't even know.
I don't know.
So, you know what I'm saying? But that's
maybe it's Hasselbeck. Is that fool still in the league?
Me legit thinking. I don't know. Somebody give me that in the chat.
I don't
know. Who's the Bucs backup? Who's Brady's backup if Brady goes down with COVID?
Yeah.
But anyone, any big star.
We might just cancel the season.
Any star player.
If he goes down, we might cancel the season.
Yeah, but any star player gets COVID, all of a sudden the way I feel now, after watching Hard Knocks, we're going to have a season positive.
Yeah.
All that goes out the window. That changes a lot of things. So
Aaron Donald gets COVID. Jalen Ramsey, some of these fools, you know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, what did you think about that whole facility that the Rams actually built outside?
Oh,
and
sick.
They were talking about how much of a blessing it was to be in California, to be able to have that option, because some of those, Minnesota Vikings, are they going to be able to do something like that? I don't know, because their weather's so vastly different than a California. But, man, how cool was that? They build their own facility to make sure that they're spread out. They have certain, they have the defensive facing one direction, the offense facing one direction. Seems like the parameters are in place.
Yeah,
Pretty
they
good
almost
protocol.
built like their own little LA bubble.
Yeah.
Outside.
Really
over there.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought they did it it was super impressive the way they did it. I thought Sean McVay was handling it great. Anthony Lynn handling it great. God, is there a cooler guy than Anthony Lynn?
Man.
Bro, if you're an NFL player,
Yeah.
do you want to play for Anthony Lynn? Gosh, that guy is just the coolest.
He's inspiring. He's real. He just knows how to
Feels like he gets the players too.
Yeah, he just knows how to talk to his players. He knows how to empathize yet move forward. That's a really tough thing to do, to let people know that you understand where they're coming from, yet still keep the ship moving forward. I could take a lesson for that in my relationship.
What about that dude that got hit, that got heated at him? During that conversation,
Yeah.
they kind of had a little back and forth.
What did he say? Something like, he said, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Lynn, after it's all said and done, he goes back to one of the other coaches. And he's like, you know what? He says, you got to be fucking kidding me. But I like the fire.
I like the fire.
the fire.
Yeah. Him and the other guy were talking about it, and they were both agreeing, like, man, that kid's fiery. And I don't think he was lying to him when he told him, hey, this is a long play here. There's going to be a lot of moves. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. It's very, very early.
Everything's uncertain.
Yeah. If you're not with another team,
Yeah.
we look at bringing you back.
Yeah.
One of the first guys we bring back. I don't think he's lying to him when he told him that. I don't think you can be any more straight up than that.
Right.
The guy really wasn't taking no for an answer, though, because he was so pissed off.
Yeah.
Because he feels like he worked his ass off.
I feel like you and I would be in the same position.
That's what I was thinking. And my lady, who is, she's not a huge sports fan or anything, she was kind of just looking at it like, I could see, she was like, get over it, bro. Like, move on. Who cares?
Yeah.
And I was trying to explain, I was like, babe, like, these guys have dedicated their life to this. Yeah. I mean, they've given up everything.
Family, relationships.
Social,
everything.
Relationships, time with family, time with friends, going out, a normal young person's experience, normal college experience, all this shit. Yeah. They've given up all this stuff to get to that level, to be in camp, to be told, hey, you're not going to make the team. And it's all hitting you in that moment.
Right.
I don't fault the guy for having that reaction. I mean, there's probably a lot of cats that, we see it every year. They're like, oh, okay, coach, thank you for your time. Shake the hand. And they probably go back to the room and punch a wall, or they're just fucking torn up. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
He just didn't do that. He had the real reaction on the spot. And just because he didn't take his reaction back to the room, I'm not going to fault him for it.
Right.
I don't know how I would react in that situation, just knowing that you've given everything to that. Mm-hmm. So, I found that part pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. I found, back to the safety stuff. I found, let me see if I have, there's a little piece where he's talking with Chris Harris Jr.
Oh, yeah, outside, where they were talking outside about a little something, and Chris Harris, what were they talking about? They were talking about just how this season's unlike any other one, and we don't know what to expect, and, COVID could hit us, 1 week, and then we'd be fine the next week. It was kind of that conversation?
Yes.
Something like that?
Here it is, Chris Harris Jr. That's kind of just talking what the young guys have to do and what you got to do to keep everyone safe in that bubble and in that, bubble atmosphere.
Just go home after this. That's right. Hang out at home. You got Uber Eats if you need to order something,
When you veterans got to keep them in line if they don't, right?
Yeah. Because there's going to be some teams that 1 week they're going to be good, and next week they're going to have a coach might be out or a couple players might be out.
Just takes one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just takes one. There
Right.
you go.
That's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning with the logistical, we started rabbit holing somewhere else, but with the logistical challenges, and they alluded to it right there. I think they're already planning on, you're not going to have all the full teams for every week. And from players to coaches, there's going to be people that test positive because you're not doing a bubble atmosphere.
Right.
And that's going to be the huge issue. What do you do when cats start testing positive?
Yeah, it's the nature.
But right now I feel pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty good about the season. I feel good about the measures that they are taking, assuming the rest of the league is kind of taking the same measures.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's gonna be really interesting.
What did you think about them addressing contract issues with Jalen Ramsey? Obviously, that was a big part of the Hard Knocks. Surprise there? Not really, because Jalen Ramsey has to get his name out there, right? We have to give him a little positive press because he's been known to be in the media, the news. Any surprise there with his contract talks, and then him walking out of obviously the presser with the Zoom chat?
Let me.
Did that do anything for you?
No, I thought I told my lady, we're watching it together. I'm like, I agree with him 100%.
My agent will handle it. It's
like,
out of my control.
Right.
I'm just here to play the game.
Right. And I didn't see the thing they didn't show was what really got him so pissed off. Like what?
Yeah. Why did he walk out? Like,
initially, he said, y'all, he gave the answer, and then he just kind of looked at him like, y'all got to take the answer. And then he went into that whole like little rant about they should take the answer he gives them. Mm-hmm. He told them already, but I didn't hear anyone question him on the answer. I didn't hear anyone.
Yeah, you didn't see their side, really.
Right. Here's the clip.
The front office, they'll handle that.
Okay, so he answers it.
I ain't finna.
Come on now.
You gotta take the answer I give you, man.
Still laughing. It's still cool.
Yeah.
It is a fair question, though, considering.
I answered it, though. I said my agent and the front office, they're going to handle it. I'm worried about what I can worry about. I'm controlling what I can control. I answered the question. I'm not going to continue answering it just because I'm not answering it the way that y'all want me to. Either accept the answer or keep it pushing. I don't want to get disrespectful, but that's the answer.
But I'm about to get disrespectful.
but I'm about to disrespect you. So it was the lady pushing the envelope.
Right.
Yeah.
All
obviously.
right. Maybe I missed that.
But it's a reasonable question.
Yeah.
Right now. Just wouldn't let it go. I get it.
Yeah, for sure. So they must have been looking at him a little sideways, and then he responded like that, and then she went back. So yeah. Jalen Ramsey, and he left after that. Walked out of the meeting thing, and then he came back in, and he went on a whole nother rant, just basically saying the same shit he did there for another 2 minutes. And but yeah, I thought he handled it correctly. I thought everything about it was cool. I totally agreed with him. Joey Bosa getting the big deal on the show.
Oh yeah,
did you see that?
Yeah, him signing it, his mask on, his glasses, looking all intellectual and shit.
Very emotional.
Yeah,
got paid though.
Talking about his father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making his father proud, things of that nature. Yeah, good for him.
Yep. And I think it's only a matter of time before his brother Nick Bosa
tops
him.
Yeah. We'll get into Kittle. So a familiar face on the San Francisco 49ers got paid.
Yep.
We'll talk about that a little bit later.
George Kittle got paid. What does that do? Well, we can get into all that and what it does for the rest of the top-tier tight ends in the league.
Mm-hmm.
We can kind of
because Hooper, it was Hooper last year, right? That kind of had this big ass contract, and now Kittle obviously sets a record now with his new contract.
Mm-hmm. Let's let me see where my. So are you feeling good about the season? You feel good with it?
I do, and I think the NFL is aggressive. They're different. Obviously, we don't even want to get into the college. I don't know if we're going to touch on that, but obviously these athletes are getting paid momentous amount of money. We're talking multi-billion-dollar industry here, and not that college isn't making a shitload of money, at least not for the players, but in the organizations. No, this doesn't surprise me whatsoever. You're gonna have breakouts just like you did with the Mariners, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
16, 17 people coming down with some shit, and then they'll pivot based off of that situation. Is kind of how I'm feeling. But the NFL is going to be aggressive. They're doing the best they can. I think the only opportunity was creating a bubble, and which just doesn't seem like something that they could do or wanted to do. So we're going to deal with that as it comes, and I think they're prepared to have multiple people come down with sickness. Jerry Jones, for example, is prepared for multiple sicknesses because they want to open up the their stadium to the fans. So the NFL, they're aggressive. They're ready to go. They're ready to make some money and get the show on the road.
Just to wrap up the Hard Knocks really quick, and we'll move in. There's tons of football shit we can get into, but the show overall, I was surprised that it wasn't delayed or pushed back at all. I was surprised they were still just clicking off with it. And when I was first turning it on, I was like, oh, man, this is going to be tough for them. They're going to have to really find some shit to make this interesting. I found the whole episode interesting.
Oh,
interesting. Yeah. It was an hour. It flew by. It didn't feel hard to watch at all. Mm-hmm. I really liked the coach. Remember, he had him sitting like 4 rows back, and he was giving him kind of the whole thing. He's like, hey, I'm going to be up here, but it's very hard to hear me when I have my mask on trying to talk to all you guys in the room. So I'm going to be up here. I don't want anyone in the first 4 rows. I need you guys all the way back there. That way I can stand up here. You can hear me. I can speak. I'm going to still have my mask down here, but I'm not going to have it over my mouth. But I like the fact that he didn't have people in the rows, in the front rows or everything, because I see teachers tweeting out pictures of their classrooms and all that stuff. Teachers are having to go back to school, and teachers are like, how in the hell am I supposed to do this? I see teachers that have the room spread out the students, but then the front row is like right where they're going to be standing. It's like this far from where they're standing. So I'm like, that doesn't look good either. And it reminded me of that because the coach is up front. You're projecting. You're trying to speak to the entire room. So you're talking louder. You're probably projecting more particles out of your mouth as you're trying to teach the class or coach the group.
Right.
So I thought that was really good on Hard Knocks.
It was.
Some of the stuff I've seen on, like I said, from the teachers and stuff on social media, it's like, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what they're supposed to do.
When are we adding...
But it reminded me of the same type of thing.
When are we adding sign language to the curriculum?
Right.
That's the question.
Right.
But then it takes learning how to do that. And how do you teach? Again, it's
There's no point in that.
Crazy
you
time.
Do Zoom, but that's the whole point. The whole thing is everyone's kind of sick of Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Sick of doing Zoom meetings, all of that stuff. But I enjoyed the episode. I can't wait for episode 2. I really look forward to it. And if you guys didn't check it out yet, HBO, if you have HBO Max. Is there an HBO app still and HBO Max? Is HBO Max absolved everything?
It's absolved everything.
Okay, I was looking for regular HBO on my TV.
HBO Max
like,
is it, yeah.
Going on here?
So I think there's more incentives now for it, or you're getting more bang for your buck, but it is all under one umbrella now.
Okay.
Yeah.
John King, I'll never forgive this cast for giving Nas lyrics credit to Mac Miller. I wasn't giving we were, to fill you in, my apologies. You came in on a conversation that was already in progress. Dallas was playing that show or that song before the show. We have Mac Miller on This Day, spoiler alert. And that song he was playing before the show. Mm-hmm. So we were listening to that. We were talking about that song. And then when he said that, I just threw it in there because that's the last thing that was in my head.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not giving Nas lyrics credit to Mac Miller.
Correct.
I apologize, Mr. King.
Mr. King.
Speaking of the NFL moving forward, getting going, Cowboys announcement with fans. Did you see that?
I did, in fact.
What do you make of the Cowboys saying that they're going to have fans at the games, but they're going to utilize pods. I don't really understand what that means. Can you break this down for me or explain this to me here?
Yeah, for sure. So Jerry Jones, they recently did an interview with him, and he basically said, hey, I don't have an expectation, but we are, and we plan to have fans, for all the home games. That's just the way it is. So Texas governor has basically said, any type of, large formats, whether it's sporting or whatever it is, about 50% capacity. So Jerry Jones is all on this, and he's trying to follow protocols and all that good stuff. So he's like, one of his ideas is the idea of a pod formula. And what this is groups of no more than 15 individuals in a trusted group, i.e. friends, family only, could be seated in various areas as a creative way of allowing fans to attend while still adhering to the very stringent NFL policies. So it's basically kind of getting, 15 or less of your friends and family together and being able to, sanction them in a certain area, which would allow them not to, when people are coming in and going out, that kind of thing, it really tries to deviate away from that and kind of have them in their own little pod formula. It's nothing too crazy. There's no more, information than just that, but that's kind of some of his thoughts of just trying to, keep everybody away from the mass as much as they can. So,
and that's still how many did you say a percentage of the fans that they're going to allow in?
Capacity 50%.
50%
of the total capacity, and I think the capacity, if I remember right, was about 100,000 at Texas Stadium.
So what's the difference? Some teams are doing I think the Eagles are doing 20%.
Right.
Or someone else is doing 20%, I saw.
Or Washington just came out and said no fans.
No fans at all.
So
why is every team just being allowed to kind of govern their own
based off
stadiums?
the state? You got it.
Oh, based off the state regulations.
You got it. That's the Texas state governor who has allowed up to 50%. And they say up to, no more. And then it's just, as an owner of whatever establishment that you are in charge of, that you're running, you make that decision.
All right, so I saw the headline yesterday, and it talked about pods. It's not really pods.
Not really pods. It's not that futuristic, Jetsons shit
right,
pod.
That's where I was confused. So this is where it gets slippery, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't know. We're trying to manage the disease and move forward with life when we don't know everything about it.
Absolutely.
We don't fully know. We just don't have all the answers. Mm-hmm. So are the NFL players are they agreeing to this? Are they going to feel safe playing on the field with fans in the stadium yelling, screaming? Who knows? They're not worried about the particles. They're not worried about, I know it's not an indoor. Oh, I guess some stadiums you may be indoor.
Yeah.
Some of the domes, are they allowing fans?
Well, the Dallas Cowboys, for example, is
indoor,
a dome.
right. Retractable though.
For sure.
So they could have it open. I'm trying to think of places.
And Jerry Jones even talked about, the ventilation system and like talking that up. Like that's a great thing.
Oh.
I think that's now you're just chasing.
What about places like New Orleans? You're in a dome. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing retractable going on.
Nothing
there.
at all.
Gosh, and it's almost like you're losing out on your home field advantage if you don't allow fans to come.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you want to if safety's the priority here,
right?
Which I don't know. I mean, some of these owners, maybe safety isn't the priority to them. It's probably dollars. It's probably not safety. So let's get people in here.
What do you think about the NBA, what they're doing with their digital fans? I know it's not great, and they're pumping in the crowd noise, and they do actually have.
I think it's been. The NBA
I think it's pretty good, right?
Dude,
I mean,
good
you
as it
always
could be.
have the option of that and still make it at a home game, pumping that crowd noise. I mean, you see, like last night was a home game for the Nuggets, right? Mm-hmm. So you see everybody on their digital screens with their jerseys and the home shit. Yep. You can hear them cheer, and then the fake crowd noise. I don't know, man. I think it's working, and I think that still helps and still can change the dynamics, but obviously it's not going to be the same. And I think we all have to know that. But New Orleans, just to go back to what you said, New Orleans is pretty big for that home team. You know what I mean? Like that makes a big difference when you're playing in New Orleans. Like I never bet against Breeze, at home. You just can't. But it's going to change. And I don't think the players are really having a say. I think this is an owner's thing. They're making the choice as to who gets tickets, who's going in there, the capacity. I think the players are just there for their job and to do their thing. I don't think there's a lot of say from them, from what I get. So
JCB in the chat, I had tickets to the Lions versus the New Orleans Saints and got my tickets refunded. Email stated no fans at the moment. There you go. I had tickets to the Lions versus New Orleans Saints. Where was the game at, JCB? Was that in Detroit or was that in New Orleans? Just curious. I mean, they're both dome setups. But yeah, I'm just curious on that. Another good one. John King, what happens if a state bans people who traveled come football time?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That could be too.
That could be an issue as well.
Absolutely.
But again, I don't think any of this stuff with fans prevents them from playing football.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a case of whether we're going to continue to allow fans all season. It's going to be, if that block tumbles, that's not going to bring down the whole NFL season. It's just fans. But it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It is really interesting. Look at you here. Liquid Death, huh?
Yeah.
Did you use the code it's Teddy?
No, man, I've been on Liquid Death before, Ted. We just can't get sponsored. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's true.
That's all it is.
We didn't try it. We
didn't try much or anything, you know. So I don't know. It's good stuff, man. I don't like.
I've never tried it one time.
I don't like sparkling water at all. But just regular water. Here's what this does for me. Liquid Death aside, branding, all this other shit. Me just trying to get off of soda, opening up a can that soda would normally come in, and it's water. It's refreshing. It makes me feel like it's a treat because it's in the same container as a soda pop. Is that weird? Like right now, I'm like, I hear that sound. I'm like, holy shit. All right, man, I'm going to get a treat.
That is big to you. Do you go to the convenience store and buy these so you can feel even more like you're getting a treat?
I haven't yet because they're not in a lot of convenience stores.
Okay.
They're in very, very select ones.
All right.
Here's what we've been doing. So I bought my initial case or two like 2 months ago, and that's kind of when I found out about it.
You're cased up.
I was.
Wow.
I finished them. So that's good news, right? It means I'm drinking fucking water.
Oh, water. Right.
Good for me.
Is this the sparkling?
No, this is regular. I don't like sparkling.
You don't do the sparkling.
Even though I love bubbles, that's what I love about soda pop. But sparkling just tastes like shit to me, dog.
Pop.
You know what I mean? But with these
soda pop.
Yeah, about 2.5.
One or the other.
Midwest.
People call them pop. Some people call them soda. You do.
Hey,
you double it up.
You need a soda pop?
Wow,
I get you
interesting.
soda pop.
Okay.
So check this out. So about 2.5 months ago, so I watch a lot of skate videos, a lot of rollerblading videos, whatever. And I follow this great podcast, dude, called shit. Now I'm already forgetting it here.
He's great though.
Shit. What is it now? Damn it. Hold on. So anyways, I'll get the podcast. I follow this podcast, and it's just a skate podcast, right? So they've had guests on there, obviously, that have been either sponsored by Liquid Death or drink Liquid Death, and that's how I found out about it. So the Official 9, the 9 podcast. It's a bunch of skaters, old school skaters that are still sponsored, and they just have a bunch of skaters in there, just a bunch of skate talk. I love it. That's how I found out about this shit. And then all of a sudden, our boy Ted gets on it. He ends up going not viral on social media, but enough people tag at Liquid Death as him being an influencer, and Liquid Death sounds like it picked him up.
Oh, that's how they got it
cool.
going. That's
yeah,
cool.
I think that's what I remember. So anyways, to get back to me, yeah, man, it's good. I feel like by opening that, it's, again, the same kind of container as a soda pop. I feel like I'm getting a treat, even though it is water. And it's something that I can buy at select places, but it's also something I can take with me, so I'm not having to stop by a convenience store, maybe i.e. saving some money, instead of spending, $70 a month at convenience stores?
Yeah.
Easy. So yeah, man, and plus I'm doing something better for myself, man. I've had all kinds of health issues here, so really trying to get away from the saturated fats, the processed foods, and just have a little bit more water in the old belly. You know what I mean?
Good stuff.
So Liquid Death, pretty good shit.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man, there you
Look
go.
at you, bud.
There you go, bud.
I need to check it out. Yeah, I don't really. The thing I like about it is.
Do you like sparkling water? You like bubbles in your water?
From time to time.
Shit tastes
I
funky
do it
to
here
me.
and there.
Sparkling water just
acquired.
tastes weird to me.
It's acquired.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to really. You remember when Trav was on that LaCroix? Super heavy.
Robin loves that shit.
Yeah.
I think she used Splendiferous. I don't know what it's called.
Something like that.
Something like that from Whole Foods. Same kind of shit as LaCroix. But, dude, she loves it. And she'll mix a little kombucha with it. Kind of the two of them together. It actually does taste pretty good.
Little boochooch.
A little booch.
All right.
Yeah, man.
T-Mobile. I have Revolution MLS season tickets, and they're telling us 20% cap, all season ticket holders, and pods of 15 or less. So it sounds like the MLS is moving forward with the pods thing as well.
Gotcha.
When does that start, T-Mobile? Let me know.
Did you see what the NBA's doing? Now with the bubble, visitation rights. Almost sounds like a prison, right? They're actually allowing visitors now and going through a whole new protocol getting into the playoffs. Did you hear anything about that? Oh, shit, man. I should probably pull some of that up.
They can bring in their families now? Families getting tested?
Some, yeah.
How long
Absolutely.
can they be there? Can they attend games? What is all that?
Damn.
You have all that?
I shouldn't have brought it up. I can get
My
it.
bad. Yeah, just get it real quick, bro. Get it real quick. Get it real quick while I read you this funny.
Okay.
Dude, this just came across my screen. I don't know who this is, but this is classic. Check this out.
Ready.
You know how NFL teams have, I guess I can tell the audience while you're looking at that too.
Okay.
That way you can focus. NFL teams have started training camp. Obviously, you saw on Hard Knocks. They're doing it in phases. So phase 1, no contact, walk through drills. Like there's these different
No
phases,
pads,
right?
all that shit. Yep.
So they're starting phase 2 this week, which we'll probably see chronicled on Hard Knocks on, what is that, Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Tuesday nights. Well, the Seattle Seahawks, this report just came out from Pro Football Talk right here as we started the show. Seattle Seahawks have cut Severand for trying to sneak a woman into the team hotel. If you're trying to make the team as a gentleman named Severand, no one's heard of you. You're clearly trying to make the Seattle Seahawks. Shouldn't you be doing everything you can to make the Seattle Seahawks? I wouldn't even be texting a woman, excuse me. I wouldn't even be texting anyone. I wouldn't even be talking to anyone. If I was a single man, I'd be doing nothing but focusing on trying to make the Seattle Seahawks. NFL teams are always strict about not allowing unauthorized visitors into training camp, but this year especially so, obviously, as Seattle's Severand found out the hard way. Tom Pelissero of NFL Network reports Seattle cut Severand after he was caught on video trying to sneak a female visitor into the team hotel. The woman was reportedly wearing Seahawks gear in an effort to make her look like a player who had access to the hotel. Is this Josh Shaw?
It's creative.
Is this Josh Shaw?
Josh Shaw.
Oh my gosh.
Occupation, NFL player, betting.
At this point, you can't even go to your GM, your coach, Pete Carroll. You can't even say, hey, it was an honest mistake. I didn't know. You can't do anything because you're dressing her up as a football player. You're putting her, oh my goodness. It's like you're putting your nephew in the Hutch gear.
Yeah.
And you're trying to
run the annexation of Puerto Rico to get into the hotel.
Unbelievable. So
I don't understand. That's wild. Who is this guy?
NFL teams under strict orders not to engage in any kind of activities that could allow an outbreak of COVID-19. Players who break the rule are subject to discipline, and in Severand's case, it was the ultimate discipline, losing his job. Severand played at both Texas A&M and Oklahoma State, spent times at wide receiver and cornerback in his college career, had hoped to make it to the NFL as a special teams player. What an idiot. Just like I said in the beginning of the thing, before I even knew who the guy was. Yes, I knew he was a guy that was trying to latch on somewhere. He was a guy that's probably not have elite level talent, but doesn't mean he can't be used. There you go. He's trying to make the team as a special teamer, and he's sneaking women in football pads into the team hotel.
Hit him with the Johnny Idiot face.
How selfish. Johnny Idiot face. It's not even the fact that, like, it's what an idiot that he's doing it. It's not only a stupid move, it's just a selfish move.
It's selfish.
Dog, you bring that in. What if that girl has something? What if it infects the whole team, the coaching staff? You got older cats on the coaching staff, like everything about that.
Yeah. Plus the chlamydia syphili that she's bringing in.
Right.
Not good.
Right. Now, tell me this.
Not good.
If that is DK Metcalf who gets caught sneaking a woman in to the team hotel in pads, if it's not Severand.
Yeah.
And it's
Severand. What?
And it's Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
Is Doug Baldwin even there?
He's retired.
Oh, it's not Doug Baldwin. It's what the hell? Tyler Lockett.
There you go.
Sneaking him in.
The Rocket Locket.
If it's who the hell they just man,
who's their new hot tight end over there?
I'm just trying to think of it.
Damn, that he killed it last year too. He was like Russell's best friend.
Damn it.
What was his name?
I can't remember.
Me either.
But if you're obviously we know Russ has a lady, but if you're a high profile player, if you're Chris Carson, running back, and you're caught, do you think he's getting the same punishment, or is it something else?
It's something else.
Something else.
It's something else.
But I guess it should be. You shouldn't be doing something this stupid. If you haven't even made the team and you're trying to latch on as a special team and you're doing something this stupid, obviously they're like, all right, buddy, we're good on you. We don't need this kind of nonsense. This is like way down the level, way down the line of idiocracy here. We don't need any of that.
Hollister. Jacob Hollister.
Jacob Hollister.
Damn it.
There you go.
I had to find that.
Give me the. Do you have all the?
Yeah, I got some bubble information.
All right, give me that,
This is from our boy Adrian Wojnarowski. We all love that guy who was on suspension.
Woj.
You know, he's back. Woj is back.
Nice.
So the NBA guidelines on guests starting after the first round of the playoffs, i.e. the second round of the playoffs, 4 guests per player, but can be exceeded for children. Guests can travel on team charters following testing. Guests will also be allowed to attend games. There you go.
Wow. Where are they going to sit?
The bubble's opening up. Well, I think there's quite a few seats available.
Oh, on the other or maybe the screens block the seats.
Yeah,
or something?
they have the screens blocking the
Gotcha.
blocking the actual chairs. So they'll just move those back.
What do you think about this, dude?
I think it's okay, and
Do you?
the reason I say
That surprises me.
I'm a little surprised. I think that's a bold move, Cotton. I do.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Everything has been going great. Why are we all of a sudden?
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Because the NBA has yielded yet 0 positive cases from 342 players yet again. And I believe this rigorous testing protocol will be similar to the guests.
The
of these
campfire's
people.
burning okay.
Yes.
The kids have been playing over here at a safe distance. They haven't been thrown in.
There's no gas.
Now let's throw a little bit more stuff on the fire. When the fire was burning fine, everything was going good. Let's throw a little bit of extra stuff on the fire.
More gas.
And then let's go back inside real quick and start socializing as adults and let the kids play outside.
Yeah.
And see what happens. That's what this feels like to me.
Yeah.
Everything was going fine. Why are we not fighting fire with fire? What's the term I'm looking for? Why are we playing with fire?
Yeah,
what are we doing?
I feel like it's almost like a reward to these players.
Hey, thank you
to
guys.
Say, hey,
for,
thank you for following protocol. Thank you for yet again getting 0 cases, keeping us in, keeping our bubble protected. Let's bring some family members in for you. Let's bring some supporting staff. I know 3 months, especially for you guys who are going to be here through maybe even the NBA Finals, 3 months. Let's give you guys a little bit of bring a little bit of home back to the bubble here for you. And I get that from that case. And I know these guys are already missing their family. And I know these guys are missing their multitude of relationships outside the bubble that they would be having. I'm sure they're missing strip clubs. I think this is just some sort of token or appreciation or reward or, hey, let's bring some normalcy back to you. Thanks for being so disciplined. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit. It's
a bold strategy for sure.
I was going to say too quick, but I honestly don't think they should have it at all. I think they should have just left it. Like, just leave it the way it is. Things are working. These guys are professionals. They've agreed to this bubble structure. They've agreed to get paid this money. They've agreed
part of their
to
job.
Right. It's just like the guy that accepts a job out in the oil field and has to go travel and work in another state for a few weeks or a few months or whatever.
And live in dude stew.
And he's doing it to get paid good money and to support his family. These people are doing the same thing. Just because they're athletes, it's like we give them, it just feels stupid to me.
Give them the red carpet.
It feels unnecessary. And I was on board with whoever doing whatever they wanted to do at the beginning. But once you've agreed, I'm going to play, I'm going to be in the bubble, I think you need to follow the rules of the bubble, and I think that's just what it should be, especially if it's working. I think this is a little bit dangerous.
I do too.
I think it opens the door to have people that don't have family or someone else. They're just bringing in some side bitch. They're bringing in some chick from wherever. They're bringing in some, you know what I mean? I just think it opens the door for some extra chaos that doesn't have to happen. Guess we'll see. Only time will tell. That's where I stand on it. I think it's a little bit idiotic. But I mean, I know they got a family. They don't got it, but they miss their family. I get all that. But there's a lot of people that do that and make a lot less money. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They've agreed to that. That's what it is.
I think it's a great
That's what
point.
we agreed to get everyone safe. Just don't want to open the door for all this other fuckery.
Right.
You know?
Great point. Play with fire, you're going to get burnt. Is probably the eventual thing, and they'll have to pull back, and I think that's just the world that we're in.
Exactly.
So,
these comments. Tyler Buck. Let's talk about the Avs winning the series in 4 or 5. Dude, let's talk about it. Have you been into any hockey at all?
I watched it a little bit yesterday.
Hit it briefly before I get into Kittle.
Yeah, I watched it a little bit yesterday, and
I didn't think you watched any hockey or baseball.
I just because it was on. It was on at the pro shop, and I got bored at the pro shop, so I'm just kind of a little bit back and forth.
Yeah, it was great. You got you had Rockies at 1 o'clock yesterday. You got the Avs at 3:30, whatever it was.
Let's not talk about the Rockies game though.
Yeah, they've been on fire though.
How many runs they give up?
A lot.
7 or 9?
No, like 12 or something. 12, no, 13. I think it was 13-7 was the final.
To the D-bags?
They scored 7.
To the fucking D-bags.
If you score 7 and lost, I mean, it's one of those Coors Field games.
Right.
Your boy had the under.
Nice.
Yeah.
You are one pathetic loser.
Took that L. I'm trying to look at the odds real quick on the series, bro, because I know it's shifted now that the Avs won 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the odds were beforehand, but you got me thinking. Tyler, did you see the 5 overtime game the other night?
No.
Bro, it started at 2:30 in the afternoon, and it went till like 7, 8 at night. They had to cancel the next game.
Oh, shit.
They bumped the Bruins-Carolina Hurricanes game to the next day at 11 a.m., and they were already supposed to play the next day, so then they had to bump their next game to the next day again, which is actually today.
Okay.
It's pushed it all back because they had 5 overtimes. That's kind of the issue with the bubble.
Yeah.
Because I think they only have a couple arenas they're playing in up
Right,
there.
they just have to rotate it. Yeah, totally.
So it's a little different. So even the Avs game was delayed yesterday.
Okay.
The start of the Caps Islanders game was supposed to start at 1.
I did see that one.
And I had the Caps, took the L on that one as well. It was a great day yesterday, but those are the 2 that I lost.
Take that L on the way out.
I had a really good betting day, but those are the 2 that I lost, yeah.
Gotcha.
And that started supposed to start at 1, started at 2. So everything kind of has been getting bumped back with this bubble, with the whole bubble shit. Let me see. Damn, I don't see any series line. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to go more in detail, Tyler. But Avs are looking solid. Avs are looking sharp. I have a bet on them to, here's a future I got. Avs to win the Stanley Cup. Right there, 20 to win 320.
Okay.
Avs to win the cup.
I think that's not a bad bet.
I'm going to wait until they lose a couple games here.
And that goes up.
And get on the ropes, and then I'm going to, not on that, but then I'm going to put a bet in on the Western Conference finals, too.
Finals, yeah.
Because right now, if I put a bet in today after they just won 3-0, it's going to be sky high.
For sure.
Or not sky high, but higher than it would be.
Yeah, you're just not getting your best value.
Normally. Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
VC Productions, let's get it to 30 likes. Tell them, bro. Oh, my bad. I was trying to give you shots, my dog. My bad, bro. Yeah, click out of the thing. Give yourself a thumbs up. Come back in. Unless you're going to click thumbs up when you leave the chat, and I trust you. As long as you're not going to forget. Blake P. Was it Blake P? $4.99 in the super chat. Forgot to get it. Thank you, bro. To cover the copyright strikes from the last show.
Nice.
You want to shoot or me?
Let's see here. I'm feeling it.
All right.
I'm feeling it. I got the sweaty headphones on because I just have to go back to these. These have a longer cable. I'm more free with these.
Okay.
I'm better.
The Sweaty Eddies.
The Sweaty Eddies.
Here we go. Oh, he was feeling it too.
He was.
My man Dow was straight feeling it. Unfortunately,
Take that L on the way out.
straight L. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Let's jump back into back into the NFL really quick. I got a couple little stories we'll hit on and then we'll move on. TTF, did you end up betting on the Lakers Nuggets the other night? I did, not a rack though. I actually end up losing probably $50. I had a bet on the money line, which was plus 175, and then I had a bet on the spread, which was the Nuggets plus 5. So I covered the spread, didn't cover the money line. I bet more on the money line than I did on the spread. So 1-1, lost the other, ended up losing about $50 on the game. So it could have been a lot worse. If I didn't make the spread bet to back myself up, could have been worse. If the Nuggets would have lost both, they would have lost by like 10 like they did last night. If it would have been the Clipper game last night,
you would have doubled.
Would have got killed.
See, I bet that night, remember, because I bet live on the cast with you.
Right.
And I had no idea.
Who did?
That the starters would be sitting fourth quarter. No
That's
idea.
why the NBA, it's so hard to bet right now.
No idea.
So hard to bet right now. And once I figured that out, I knew the Nuggets were going to do the same last night. And I just had a feeling that the Clippers really wanted that 2 seed. And I bet the Clippers minus 4.5 last night. Got lucky.
You don't say.
Easy cover.
Especially when Paul George and Kawhi are playing in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Right.
You don't say.
Right. Pena, $5 if you make a bucket, 1 shot each.
All right. Come on, franchise. Get this shit in there.
There we go. Nothing but the bottom.
Nothing but the bottom.
Throw that 5 in there, bro. Throw that 5 in there, MP.
Man, I wish I could do like as a producer. I wish I could throw like a little what am I trying to do? Like how you shorten the video, like not fast forward, but the opposite, like slow motion.
A replay?
No, yes, like a slow motion replay.
Shorten the video.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you slow it down.
Yeah, that'd be so sick.
If you could just do while I'm shooting slow. Oh, or slow motion replay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can do a replay
just
on
a
that
slow
joint.
motion replay.
Maybe you can on the replay, bro.
I wonder if I can.
Or I mean on the system. You got to check it out. All right, Dallas, you. Oh, off the backboard.
Off the backboard.
Pena, hit that 10, bro.
Kobe.
Hit that 10. You could just send me a Venmo if you want so we don't have to pay the YouTube fees or send it to Dal or whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, bro.
Send it to Robin. Who cares?
Thomas Yee in the super chat, $4.99. Go Avs.
Nice. Green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit?
You or me on that one?
That's you.
It's me. That's your turn. Thank you, Yee. All right, let me get this real quick, bro.
Coming off some immaculate W's here.
Oh, that was so weak. Off the back of the iron, bro. No good. No good.
That L on the way out.
Taking the L.
Hey, and real quick, man, let me get some shout-outs while you're getting ready for the next segment. Shout-outs to everybody that bought either a T-shirt from us or a hoodie. Hey, thank you, guys. I know we had very limited sizing, and everybody that participated, man, we really, really appreciate you. That helped us get through yet another month of studio rent. So shouts to you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for the support.
Two more NFL stories, and then we'll kind of move on here. Number one, let's hit this really quick. Deion Sanders leaving the NFL Network.
Yes.
For Barstool Sports. I don't know if you guys saw this. Maybe you saw he left the NFL Network. Maybe you didn't see where he landed. The initial report came out that NFL Network was going to, they wanted Deion Sanders to take a pay cut. Deion clearly seems like a guy that knows his value, knows his worth, and doesn't he just strike you as that kind of guy? I mean, I know the guy. It's not like he's my neighbor or anything, but I'm just saying he doesn't seem like a guy. You go up to Deion Sanders and ask him to take a pay cut. I just don't think that that's going to be a conversation where he's going to be like, oh yeah, all right. Knowing the competitor, knowing Deion Sanders, you think he's just going to say, all right, yeah, no problem. Yeah, knock me down a little bit.
Yeah. He built a whole persona called Prime Time to know his worth. You know what I mean? So check this out, just to give a little money out there. So his salary was just under $2 million per year is what he was looking at. They were looking to cut that in half at the NFL Network. So, I mean, damn near seven-figure salary. You know what I mean? And they're looking to cut that in half. That's, I would love to make that, but that's a big cut, just to be honest here. So go on.
Sanders' contract expired, and the sides could not come to an agreement, as you alluded there.
Yep.
So he's announced that he would be joining the Barstool Sports team, and he will host a podcast called 21st and Prime.
That's sick. I love the name.
Barstool.
I think that's a great name.
Great name. 53-year-old Deion Sanders is now moving over to Barstool Sports. I don't see the numbers. Do you see the figures that he got from Barstool?
Don't have those
Curious. Very curious to see what that is.
It wasn't. So I'm trying to think of the owner of Barstool. I think it's Erica Nardini. Does that sound right? I think she's pretty much the head alongside with Dave Portnoy. But I think Erica Nardini is the CEO of Barstool.
Okay.
And she comes out and says this was one of the easiest negotiations she's ever done.
Really?
So, that being said.
Maybe Prime wasn't asking for that much, but I guess that is a huge pay cut. It's not like they're saying, hey, Prime, can we knock you down $300,000?
Right.
They're saying over half.
Sure.
Over half. We want to knock you down 1.3 mil.
That takes a lot of value away. If somebody offered you half what you were making, wouldn't that kind of be like, shit, man, they don't value me here. They don't like me. What's going on?
Hell yeah.
I think anybody would say that. It doesn't matter if it's millions or thousands,
Right. And I'm not making shit now, and I'd still turn it down.
I'm making $14 an hour at the golf course.
You want to offer me half of what I'm making, of what I used to be making?
Dude, if they offered me $7 an hour on the $14 that I'm making now, oh my God.
Golf course.
Couldn't afford Taco Bell.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I think this Barstool deal, something to really highlight within this. It sounds like Barstool is very, very cool with allowing Deion to still be a coach. As you know, he's he's very, very passionate about coaching football. I think even to one of his sons, he actually coaches, and that's a big thing for him. And I think this is the right flexibility that he needs and wanted also. So I think it's a good relationship. So whether they paid him $2 million, $1 million. I think there's benefits for Deion on his personal life as well with this deal. It sounds like.
I agree with you. Did you see any hard dates on when he starts at Barstool or any of that shit?
I don't believe so. It just says within the next month is what I'm seeing.
Oh, I see. So 21st in Prime was a show he already had. 21st in Prime was a show that was cut last year as part of an overall NFL budget cut, per the report. So he already had that show cracking.
It sounds like he was being pushed out.
Yeah.
Cutting his show, now cutting his salary.
Right.
They didn't want him.
Maybe, dude.
Maybe.
There's some shit going on behind the scenes.
I know how corporations work.
Little playground politics.
I'm
no
not
rack.
an idiot. Nice.
Yeah, thanks, man. In the chat really quickly.
What do we got?
VC Productions, when and where can I get the hoodies and shirts next time? It's mostunderratedpodcast.com. If you go there, you may still have like one of something available. But I'm not
I
sure
may
what
have
size.
a onesie or twosie of something left.
Onesie or twosie.
A onesie. I don't have any Most Underrated Podcast onesies. I'll be honest with you.
Stupid, a onesie or two.
But maybe a couple onesie twosies of things. So yeah, go there, check it out, just in case.
There you go. All right, George Kittle's contract. Speaking of money,
Holy
shit. Contracts. George Kittle, what did he get? $75 million?
Yes, sir.
5 years, $75 million contract extension with the Niners, more than half of which is guaranteed, according to Eden Rappaport of NFL Network. What do you think of the contract? You think they overpaid for him? You think they got a bargain, or you think it's right on par with what he should have got?
I mean, I think it's on par. I mean, even being a San Francisco fan of a lot of the players that are on the organization, I think this is great. I think we're going to continue to see this. We look at what Austin Hooper had. The previous tight end high of Austin Hooper's was $18 million guaranteed. So this is obviously $12 million more guaranteed than what Hooper had last year, and we were shocked at Hooper. I think Hooper still has things to show us. I think Kittle, though.
What was Hooper's deal?
I don't remember. I just remember his $18 million guaranteed.
Okay.
And we're talking $30 million guaranteed for Kittle. So I think that's just incredible. Now, what I would say is, yes, I do believe that the 49ers overpaid, especially with the overall guarantees. That's when you really know that we overpaid, and it's not in the structured deal. They do have some deals that protect them, the organization, via injuries. But, yeah, I mean, absolutely, I think they overpaid. But I think yards after the catch, I think we need to see quite a bit this next year. So he, last year, or in 2017, let's see, catching a combined 173 passes for 2,400 yards, roughly 10 touchdowns during the 2018-2019 season. Kittle's registered consecutive seasons in which he has posted at least 1,000 receiving yards and 1,377 receiving yards in 2018. Single season records by a tight end. I think he is deserving of this. But I also think the 49ers definitely overpaid, and that's based off of guarantees. That's a lot of money.
You're looking at Hooper. He got $42 million for 4 years. So
Okay.
Kittle did quite a bit more.
Yeah.
5 years, 75. Hooper did guaranteed at signing was $18 million, 18.5, but total guarantees is 20. It could be up to $23 million. So on Hooper's deal,
And Kittle's is $30 million guaranteed day one.
mm-hmm.
Incredible.
Well, they said, did they say 30 million? Or they said half. I'm seeing half. 75 million extension with more than half of which is guaranteed. So that's huge numbers. Now you're comparing his deal to Hooper, and you're comparing there, and you said you think they paid a lot of money or maybe overpaid a little bit. I'm going to compare him to Cooper, not Hooper, as in Amari Cooper, as in wide receivers. I'm going to give you this breakdown that I kind of put together here as I was looking this up. Oh, fuck, as I click out of it. Great. Wonderful.
I wonder what Mike Pena, the San Francisco 49er,
There we go.
ultimate fan, thinks.
So here's the thing, dude. I mean, Kittle's only 26 years old. And for me at that position, I feel like they got a bargain. At that price, you think about the money that wide receivers get. Right now, we're in a crazy pay wide receiver era. Wide receivers are getting insane money these days.
Right.
And when you look at Kittle, there's 8 pass catchers who averaged at least 6 receptions and 75 receiving yards per game in 2019. And he was even more productive in 2018 when he was slightly healthier, but yet his $15 million a year annual salary with the new deal ranks below 11 wide receivers. So he's 12th on that list. But I'm telling you, the amount of time they use him He's way more valuable. So they're getting a guy they can use like a wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's catching the amount of balls these wide receivers are catching, but they're having to pay him quite a bit less. In the last 2 seasons, Kittle's caught 19 or more passes and generated 236 more receiving yards than Dallas Cowboys' Amari Cooper. The two are neck and neck in terms of catch rate and yards per reception, and Cooper has scored 5 more touchdowns. That's the biggest difference. Everything else, neck and neck numbers. Cooper scored 5 more touchdowns. They're the same age, and Cooper stands, in my opinion, out, or doesn't stand out as much in his position because wide receiver is way deeper. In tight ends, there's just not as many great elite tight ends, so Kittle's at the top of the list. Cooper, not at the top of the list, but he still makes $5 million more per season than George Kittle. They're paying Cooper $20 million a year, and the Niners are getting Kittle for $15. Meanwhile, they're giving you pretty much identical production.
Well, now that you're talking about this,
go ahead.
Guess what? The Kansas City Chiefs and Travis Kelce agreed to terms on a 4-year deal an hour ago.
Oh, no shit.
$57 million extension. And this also nets him $14 and $15 million per year. So
what a bargain, dude.
a very, very comparative contract. And
I don't know what I pulled up all Kittle's numbers here comparing them, so I don't know what Kelsey's numbers are. I'd have to do the research.
These two individuals are changing not only the game and not only their own teams. This is the new breed of receiver. This really is, man. This tight end position, these two are the most elite that we've seen in years. And they are. You're getting a bargain. You're getting a receiver and a tight end. You're getting long routes. You're getting short routes. You're getting drop-off passes. You're getting slots. You're getting whatever you want out of these guys. And they're big.
Well, that's why they're so valuable in fantasy, too, because they're limited. There's not as many good ones.
Look at what they're doing for blocking
or elite
as well.
Ones. Right, and they're still blocking. Right.
They're blocking as well.
Right. Tight end is the most...
You got me talked into it. These two individuals...
the most underrated position in the league.
These two individuals
what you're asked
are
to
changing
do.
the fucking game.
So now, it's not like, let's be real, they're getting good money, but I'm just saying they're kind of a victim of the position because they could be getting even more money, compared to what wide receivers are getting paid.
Right.
Like I said, I mean, Cooper's getting $5 million a year more than Kittle. Guess who's also ahead of Kittle? Jarvis Landry, Brandon Cooks, Odell Beckham Jr., all getting more money than Kittle. And Kittle has outproduced those 3 wide receivers in pretty much every metric over the last 2 years. If you look up the stats, he's outproducing all those guys, and he's getting paid significantly less. Way less before, but now with the new deal, still way less.
Yeah.
Niners are getting...
You said still 12 on the list?
Niners are getting a bargain.
Out of the receivers?
Yep. Niners are getting a bargain there. And I'm curious to see how Kittle's numbers compare to Kelsey's. Because I feel like Kittle does a little bit more than Kelsey as far as just like breakaway speed, long runs, real... Kittle's got wide receiver speed. Kelsey really doesn't. Kelsey's good in that Chiefs system. He's good with Mahomes. Mahomes can throw him open. But it's not like Kelsey. Yeah, very Gronk-like. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not like Kelsey will separate from you. Kittle will straight run away from a safety.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. It's a different guy there. So I'm really curious to see tell me Kelsey's deal again. 4 years.
So it looks like 4 years, $57 million extension, which is going to essentially, the deal is worth between $14 million and $15 million per year in money averaged.
I wonder what his current deal is, because it's an extension. So they're adding 4 years on to what his current deal is.
So his current deal right now, he's averaging between $9.53 million.
Okay.
A year.
But when does that expire?
So
is he on in the last year of his deal now?
Yes.
Okay.
And because he signed it back in 2016.
Okay, so the 4-year deal starts next season.
Yes.
He's playing out the last year of his current deal, and then the extension kicks in next year.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what it looks like.
I'd say that's on par then. It's like, I'd say he got 1 year less and he got a little bit lower money than Kittle, and that's what it should be. I think Kittle's a little bit more elite than Kelsey.
And young, yeah, for sure.
Younger and a little more elite. He can do more on his own. He doesn't need as much. He's not as much a part of the system, doesn't need the greatest quarterback to be great because he can separate.
But you're coming off of a winning Super Bowl as well.
Right.
I'm just saying.
No, I understand. That's why he got the money he did, but he didn't get more in cash. I think it's all fair.
Right.
I think it's all good. I think it looks really, really good there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with it.
The year of the tight ends this year, for sure.
I rocks with it.
What's Hollister going to get next?
Hollister. Dude, he is another guy. He's got some like deceiving speed for a tight end.
does.
Remember when Kittle first came, we were like, wait, is he really that fast? Or is he just, it was like deceiving speed, you know? And now you just know, yeah, the guy's a fucking burner, especially at the tight end spot. Dude.
For sure.
Especially at the tight end spot. Let me see if there's anything in the chat here. I'm an idiot and was watching up on last cast and forgot this one was starting. Status Serigraph.
Oh, welcome. Welcome, Status.
That's right, guy. Welcome in, bro.
Look at this Serigraph. Hey, did you hear
Late than never.
Nickelback?
Better late than never.
Nickelback has some new music coming out here soon. Through a pandemic. What else could you need through a pandemic is some new Nickelback.
I had no idea.
Barstool was trashing Nickelback, but I guess they're doing a new Devil Went Down to Georgia production, and I think they have a new album coming out here by the end of the year. So there you go.
I can't say I'll be locked in for it.
Okay,
but it's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dal.
Take a look at this Serigraph.
All the Nickelback fans out there. Dal's putting you up on game.
You got it.
Thomas Yee, get a Noah Fant jersey. Don't forget that name. Watch. Dude, Yee, you think Noah Fant is going to be an elite tight end here in Denver? You think he's going to be Kittle, not Hooper. I'm not putting Hooper in that. Kittle, Kelsey, Gronk, elite tight end territory.
I think we're hoping.
I don't know, bro.
Hey, and Thomas Yee, also, it sounds like you got the 4D Ultras. What size did you get? How much would you like for those?
What did he do?
He got the 4D Ultras this morning.
Oh.
So, just a little side note.
Uh-oh.
How much would you like for those, my friend?
What's the other, sorry, Yee, I'm looking up the Broncos. Dude, my computer's creeping. Look who creeping. Look who crawling. Still bowling in the mix. You know who that is?
Mm-mm.
I'll Venmo you 20 right now.
What was it again?
Look who creeping. Look who crawling. Still bowling in the mix.
Mike Jones.
Very close, but no.
Damn it.
Very close.
Sounds like a Mike Jones statement.
Does it?
Mike Jones. Yep.
It is this record. Too bad we're not doing half credit. Mike Jones is on the song.
Yep.
But it's not Mike Jones.
Right.
And we're still clipping on faux, meaning we're getting clipped.
Who is it?
I don't know.
It's featuring Mike Jones.
It's featuring. Wait, who?
I'm trying to.
Who's it featuring?
Featuring Mike Jones.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Oh,
I don't know.
It was.
Who is it?
Here it was, bro. Look at it. Look who Crowley still bowling in the mix. There you go. Slim Thug, bro. Slim Thugger.
That's right.
Slim Thugger.
Damn, Dirty GG's in there. Slim Thug.
Slim Thugger, motherfucker, the boss of all bosses, a.k.a. he who the king of the north is. Hoes want no losses. I used to love Slim Thug, bro. There you go, Dirty DJ. Dirty DJ, got it. Fade that down, bro. Just enough to give you guys just a little taste, bro. Just the tip. Where?
Middle school.
Where was I
just
going?
Just the tip.
Where was I going? Let's do this.
You were talking about Noah Fant, and then just like you were looking at other
yeah, I was trying to
tight ends.
My computer's crawling.
There's no
though.
comparison. Yeah.
It's
crawling. You're balling.
I was going to look up the depth chart, but yeah, it's creeping. It's crawling. Let's do, where we at on time? Where we at on time, my guy?
We are
Just over
1 hour, 8 minutes.
And now, wow.
Wow.
All right, let's do this.
Creeping. I'm crawling. I got that song in my head now. It's great.
Look who creeping. Let's do UFC really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll hit on this day and sneakers.
Cool.
Actually, I guess, yeah. UFC fights this weekend. Probably the biggest card since the last definitely the biggest card since the last pay-per-view. Would you put this on par with the last pay-per-view? How stacked that card was? I'm not saying it lived up.
Right.
But I'm saying what the card was, who was on it, the fighter, Do you think this one's there? You think it's on that level?
Yes
the
and
main
no.
event is there.
Yeah, I mean,
Sugar Sean in the co-main is there.
Yeah, I think it's there.
But I mean, Junior Dos Santos.
I think he's gonna get whooped.
Do you really?
Yeah, Rosenstrike. I think is gonna tear him up.
Do you really?
I do.
Well,
what's the odds on that?
Well,
Dallas.
I'm glad you asked.
Nice.
I have Junior Santos winning by decision.
Okay.
At plus 135.
Nope. Don't like it.
I love it. Rosenstruck is minus 155. So you got to put up 1550 to win 100 or 155 to win. I'm sorry, 155 to win 100, 1550 to win 10.
You know what I smell? I smell stay the hell away from that.
Do you?
That's what I smell. Yep. I ain't touching it with the 10-foot pole. No way.
I think if Dos Santos avoids the big shots,
he's old.
Rosenstruck heavy-handed. Heavy-handed. I think if he avoids the big shots,
he won't.
I think he gets his hand raised. If he stays conscious, he gets his hand raised. If it goes to decision, it's Junior Dos Santos. If he doesn't get knocked out,
no.
I like that. I like those odds because it's very hard to knock a man out. I like those odds.
Especially a heavyweight, but that's what they do. That's what they do. This is not going into decision. This is not going. Man, if I could put some money on if somebody gave me plus 350 to not go into decision, I would put that bet. This is not going to decision.
I could see, dude. You forget Junior has power too. He
does.
He could swing away and knock this fool out.
But
as
he's
well.
not Junior of 8 years ago.
I know.
Or 10 years ago.
But I think he uses his wrestling. I think he takes him down. And I think he tries to tire Rosenstruck out so that way, when the shots hit, they're not big shots. They're just shots, and he can eat them. They're not going to take him out. They're not going to leave him unconscious. And he just tires him. I think that's how it goes.
I don't think.
All right, we're on opposite sides. So I'm betting it. I'm putting money down. Do you want to put 5 on it?
Roselli said I have scared money.
Do you want 5 on it?
5 on just the win?
Just straight up. Yeah,
I'll take 5
whoever
on
wins.
it, for sure.
I'm giving you the odds, too. I got the underdog. I'm not even asking for more.
All right. That's fair for you. Yeah, absolutely fair. I'll take that. Why don't we increase that to 10?
We'll see on Monday if you remembered.
If you want to give me that, just let's do 10.
We'll see Monday if you remember.
Let's make it worth my time.
10, okay.
Okay?
We got 10 on it.
Gotcha. If you're giving like you're giving, I'm good with that.
$10.
Yeah, make it worth
straight
my time.
up. We'll see if Dallas even remembers he had a bet on Monday. You know how that goes.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm cheering on Junior when I had money.
All of a sudden, he's going for Dos Santos.
DJ and Paul Casey.
Hilarious.
Go figure.
All right. Main card. Yeah, see here you got Daniel Pineda, Herbert Burns, John Dodson, Murab Dalishvili.
Dalishvili?
That always gets me. Dalishvili. Is it Dalishvili?
Dashvili.
Or Dalishvili?
I think the V is silent. It's
is
like,
the V like an H? Is it Dalishvili?
Yeah, it's like Dashvili.
Or
Dashvili.
Ooh, that might be decent.
I think so.
Let me.
Dirty DJ, come in the chat real quick. And did I say that right? Dashvili.
All right, check this out.
I think that's right.
I'm about to. Let me see. We're about to get it right now. Pro.
Dashvili.
Let me see if this works. Damn, it's not like on Google where you can just Google it and it gives you the little pronunciation. Let's see.
See what you got.
I had to go to YouTube and load.
Marabdvalishvili.
What? Say it again.
Marabdvalishvili.
Valishvili. The V is in there. The D is silent.
Marabdvalishvili.
Marabdvalishvili.
Valishvili.
Is that legit? Somebody in the chat know? Is it Valishvili with the V is actually, the D is actually silent? The V is holding it down in that one? Wow. Who knew?
The V is good. The D is the silent partner.
Right.
Weird.
Funny. I don't know shit about those fighters.
Me either.
I don't know anything about that. Let me see. Is there anything on the... Dude, you know what I haven't even looked at real quick? The prelim card. Well, they got early prelims on this one, too. These crazy pay-per-view nights, these fights start like 2 in the afternoon. They got early prelims, and they got regular prelims, and they got the main card, which doesn't go off till 8 p.m. Mountain.
8 p.m.
So, you got Jim Miller. Jim Miller fighting on the undercard.
Isn't that a comedian?
I don't know who Jim Miller is, comedian. Felice Herrig. Women, I don't know who that is. TJ Brown, Danny Chavez, Ashley Yoder, Lavinha Souza. I don't know any of those. I won't be betting those. I'll be betting the top 3. The top 3 fights. Dos Santos, O'Malley versus Marlon Vera, and Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. How do you think the O'Malley fight goes?
The O'Malley, he's been talking a lot of shit. I'm not as familiar with Marlon at all. So I would probably. What's the odds on this?
bad for O'Malley. You're looking at minus 330 on O'Malley, plus 270 on Vera as the big-time underdog.
That's interesting. Sean's got he's got about 2 inches in reach, roughly. Vera's got the weight. 25 versus 27 years old. I'm probably riding the O'Malley train on this one. I am. Until O'Malley gets like a legit contender, which is what everybody's complaining about. Give him Cody No Love. Give him some of these guys that actually have done some things. Marlon Vera, I think he right now he's 15, 16, and 1. You don't hear a lot about him. I think Sugar Sean is on the high train right now, and I think the world is his oyster. So
you don't think this is maybe a little bit the line's way hyped up, people are way hyped up, everyone's expecting,
especially at minus 330
to come through with another knockout.
I mean,
you don't think there's no chance he gets caught slipping here?
I think if anything, it's a decision maybe. But
starting to do more appearances. Yeah. I just saw him on the UFC.
And he's on.
It's kind of like their version of 24/7. It like leads up to the fight. I watched it on YouTube.
Okay.
They had a little, I forgot what it's called, but dude, he's getting more pub than ever.
He's on with Errol Hawani like once a week.
That goes to his head?
Not yet.
You think he wins by decision or knockout or submission?
I would say knockout or submission in this one. I do.
I'm gonna go with you. I think Vera. What I looked up, I'm not super familiar with Vera, but what I was looking up and what I was researching in some of his last fights, he's very good in the clinch.
Yeah.
And I think the only way he's probably going to beat O'Malley is a submission, guillotine, rear naked choke, something like that. But O'Malley's so skinny, dude.
He is.
He's so skinny, so wormy.
His separation is great.
I don't see him getting caught in any kind of shit like that. And unfortunately for Vera, I'm going with the Sugar Show.
Yeah.
TKO. I don't know what round. But I'm going with Sugar Sean.
You're putting 330 down to make 100?
I think I'm going to go on the TKO.
Okay.
Because it's probably less. If you bet him to win by knockout, you can pay less.
Right.
Odds.
Makes sense.
But he's got to knock him out. If he wins by decision, I'm going to be shit. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to go hit him up on the gram. Be like, this win don't mean shit to me, dog.
Yep.
You didn't even knock him out. No, I'm just kidding. Cormier Stipe, what you got there?
This is interesting.
The battle for they're advertising this as the battle for the greatest heavyweight of all time.
Of all time.
Do you believe that? First of all,
I mean,
how many heavyweights have come through there?
God, dude, you remember?
Dude,
remember Cain Velasquez in his heyday?
Forget Cain Velasquez for a second. remember Randy Couture. If we're talking about greatest heavyweight of all time, Randy Couture, what he did in his prime as a fighter, then retired and came back and won the title, then retired again and came back again. I think he got beat, but still, I mean, retiring and come back and winning a title. Dude, Randy Couture.
Yeah. And now acting on The Expendables. Great guy.
I got to do some research. I don't know. I'm not saying that this isn't the battle for the greatest heavyweight of all time, but it gives me pause.
I think they're trying to get...
I need to do some research.
They're trying to sell this ticket.
That's a big time...
They're trying to sell this ticket.
Yeah, that's a big time statement there.
Now, you could argue that DC's probably in the top 3, maybe even top 5.
Oh, DC's up there. I'm
sure.
not saying he's not in the convo.
But with Stipe, I don't know if this is... If he wins... I don't think he'll be viewed as one of the greatest heavyweights. I think if DC does, I think that's a different conversation. That being said, I'm a little worried about DC in this one. You got 41 years old versus 37 at Stipe. I think this obviously sends DC into retirement, either with a W or with an L. And I think DC's a little too emotional going into this. I think he's a little too into his head. I think he's too much into his head. I think he's got his family. He's got his legacy, where he's lamented in this whole UFC heavyweight extravaganza. I think he's too much in his head. And in his interviews, he talked about, hey, he just made that quick mistake that allowed Stipe to win. I've fixed the mistake. I'm better. I can get this. I don't know, man. You just haven't heard much from Stipe. Stipe has been quiet, calm, cool, collected through this. He's been helping out people through this pandemic. I think he's going to come in with a head full of steam, and you may see DC lose again. That's what I think.
You got Stipe.
I think DC's too emotional.
I got DC. DC's minus 115. Stipe's minus 105. You want to put 10 on this one?
Yeah, I'd love to put 10 on this one.
We got 10
just
on
a straight dub. Yeah, for sure.
We got 10 on it. Cormier, okay. Stipe, we're both on Sugar Sean together. All right.
For sure.
So we're split on the other two.
Gotcha.
I'm going Cormier.
And why?
Just because I think he really wants this to be his last fight, and I think he really
it is his last fight. Regardless.
I don't know for sure. If he loses, I can't say for sure it's his last
That's
fight.
true.
I'm serious because listening to the kind of guy he is. He's talked about wanting to ride off in the sunset, wanting the John Elway moment, wanting the Peyton Manning moment, wanting to win and just leave, wanting to win the belt, be the champ, and back out and be done. And just thank you guys. Thank you for everything. If he wins, I see that happening. And I don't think he wants to continue to fight. If he loses, I don't see that happening because he's such a competitor. But if he wins, I easily see that happening. And I also think he just wants to be done. He's got a flourishing media career. He's going to do so well in the UFC as a commentator. He's very likable. He's going to do well on ESPN or whatever network he starts working for as an analyst. His Ariel Helwani,
his podcast,
DC and Helwani show has been off the charts. They've been talking about how it's been the most popular show to come to ESPN in a little while. So he's doing well. I think this is the culmination. This is what he's worked so hard for. He wants to finish it out. He wants to beat Stipe, win the title, and ride off into the sunset. And I think that's what he's going to do. I don't know if it comes by knockout, which is strange to me, or by stoppage, because both their fights, Stipe won in the fourth round by stoppage. Yep. DC won in the first round
in 2018, and then 2019 Stipe fourth round. Yep.
This one I do think it goes the distance. I think it goes all 5.
I do too.
And I think Cormier gets it done by decision. I think Cormier fights smarter. You think he's going to be emotional. I don't. I think he fights smarter, and I think he does what he has to do to win the fight. I don't think he's super concerned about knocking Stipe out. I think he's super concerned about wrestling Stipe to the ground, using his wrestling, using that boring shit that we hate, and grinding it out and doing enough to win the fight. I don't think it's going to be super exciting. I don't think it's going to be a knockout, but I think DC gets it done by decision on Saturday night. That's where I'm at.
My thoughts are if they do go to a decision, it's going to be a DC win, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt. So I'm hoping there's not a decision, but I think
Stipe needs to knock him out.
Yeah, Stipe.
Otherwise, he's going to get beat on the scorecards.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Because that stupid bullshit wrestling stuff that we, like you said.
I don't think Stipe could ever beat Cormier on the cards. Yeah, because the wrestling.
Couldn't do it.
He's got to knock him out to beat him.
DC gets Stipe down and controls the fight. We're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Going to be interesting. This Saturday night goes down, ESPN Plus pay-per-view. UFC 252. We'll have all the reaction. I'll have some press conference sound clips, and we'll have everything there for Monday.
Maybe we should get the ladies and you and I together.
Possibly.
That'd be cool.
Possibly.
Then they can just talk shit about us the whole time, and we can watch fights.
Hey.
Sounds like a win.
That's fine.
All right.
Talk shit about us the whole time.
And then we can just watch fights.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, man.
Dal, as we're going to get into On This Day, will you go grab my Red Bull for me, please? I'm going to do this intro for the sponsor.
Okay.
And if you'll give me the Red Bull, and I'll hit you with the music. We can get into On This Day in a second. On This Day this week, brought to you guys by Pure Spectrum CBD. You guys know all about Pure Spectrum. The PureSpectrumCBD.com. The code is MUP10. Or is it just MUP, Dal? It's just MUP. MUP10 is Fortify, which is coming up for the sneaker segment. I need to get my shit together. MUP is the code to use with PureSpectrumCBD.com. You can go on there. I talked last episode about the pet CBD. Incredible. The salve, you can use it to rub on any sore joints. You can have your lady hit you up with a little neck massage on there. Also, the tincture, little eyedropper, couple little drops in the mouth. You're good to go. PureSpectrumCBD.com. Use the code MUP. Also, when they run these sales, sometimes they run like crazy sales where you get a little bit of a bigger discount than you do with the standard MUP code. When they run those sales, if you get a special email from Pure Spectrum, if you've purchased before and they run that sale, you can use our code anytime to get the same discount, and we'll still get the credit for it. Mm-hmm. So if the code is PILLOW, use the code PILLOW for 50% off. You can use the code MUP. You'll still get 50% off, and we'll get the credit for it on the show. So use that code MUP, PureSpectrumCBD.com.
All right, fool. On this day, we actually have 2 events for you. But today is August 13th, and let's go back to 1994. Let's go back to a 3-day event, something that we know as Woodstock. Celebrating the 25th anniversary, we have Woodstock 94 that occurred in Winston Farm in New York. And this event was actually super, super great in terms of like 94 to 99. 99, we had the fires, we had the raping, we had the pillaging, we had the massacres that were just chaos in 99. 94, however, was a celebration of music. And we had an introduction to what they call the Mud People. Do you remember the Mud People?
Yes.
Because there was just so much rain, right? It started with ponchos and people were using trash bags. And then all of a sudden people started wrestling in mud and just having a great time. Green Day, remember, was on stage and they started throwing mud at Green Day. Green Day stopped playing and they started throwing mud back. Like, there were just so many great things that came about in Woodstock 94. Let me get a little bit of money, some financials out there. Tickets to Woodstock 94 were $135 each for the 3-day event.
Who was headlining that?
Oh, shit, man.
Who do you think the biggest act on it was?
Well, it just depends on what you would say. You had Peter Gabriel, you had Allman Brothers, you had Green Day, you had Blind Melon, you had 9 Inch Nails.
94 Woodstock.
Dude, the list just keeps on going.
As a 90s baby, too. Or I guess I wasn't a 90s baby, but I was a 90s kid. Well, I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, and check this out.
Yeah, that would have been
so
a crazy
you
show.
also had bands, that were at the 1969 event. Santana, Joe Cocker came back. Crosby, Stills, Nash, without Young, came to the 94 event. And you also had like Jefferson Airplane, or some of the people, because some of them had passed away, of course, right?
How many days was this?
But the highlight,
go ahead.
3-day events.
3 days.
The highlight of the festival was the performance by Bob Dylan, dude. This was huge. The reason why this was huge, because he turned down an invitation to appear 25 years before at the original one. So he didn't appear in 69, but he appeared in 1994. So that was a big thing. So I would say he
You know why that is, or no?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know if it was contract disputes or whatever it was.
Interesting.
But I think that was the biggest.
He came to the second
94.
one.
You got
the
it.
25th anniversary, I guess.
You got it. So tickets to this for a 3-day event were $135, and it was originally only going to be a 2-day event, but they actually added that 3rd day, which was pretty cool. And then this was also available for pay-per-view. Did you know that? For $49. You could turn into pay-per-view and be able to watch Woodstock 94.
$50 in 94.
That's some good money.
Yeah, it
you got to
like
think
80 or 90 now.
But it was a 3-day event. You got to think UFC. You're going to pay $60, right?
Not in 94.
Oh, no, you're going to pay $60 now.
I know, but yeah, I was thinking, because I was trying to think back to WWE pay-per-views. They were $29.99. And I remember
back
when
then?
WWE raised their shit to $39 and WCW was still at $29.
Huh.
And now I look at it, I'm like, damn, dude, like these pay-per-views, these UFC fights, $69.99 for a fight. Like, back in the day, it was just different, bro. So, yeah, that kind of seems like a lot. $49.99 kind of seems like a lot for 94. But I guess if you're getting the full 3-day event for $49, it's great.
That's pretty cool. Hey, Uncle Roselli actually says he was laid up in 69 because of MC accident. Motorcycle, I guess. Motorcycle accident? All right, good info.
It's gotta be.
Thank you, Uncle Roselli.
Laid up in 69.
Laid up in 69.
Bumping Summer of 69 by Bryan Adams.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. It came out about 20 years later. Okay, so he said Mudstock.
Mudstock. This event was known as Mudstock. Yeah, no doubt.
Right. That's crazy. Sorry, go ahead and finish on it.
So, yeah, man, that's I wanted to obviously talk about that. Woodstock 94, again, some of my favorite performances of all time. When I get really bored, I go to YouTube and just start looking up Woodstock videos, whether it's 94, 99. 99, Creed did some great, had a great performance. Limp Bizkit, DMX in 99. But we kind of overlook 94, man. There were some great old school performances, and then obviously some of that newer indie, pop, punk, grunge, as they call it, which I hate that word. I just, just fucking rock and roll, dude, is what it is.
You hate grunge? I didn't know that.
I don't like that term. I don't like that terminology, man. Grunge is weird to me. I just like fucking rock and roll, man. Is what it is. But, so I wanted to give them the shout. And then also, on this day, August 13th, 2010, dude, Mac Miller puts out his little mixtape, Kids. And this was infamous because of the Kool-Aid and frozen pizza and then Nikes on my feet.
Love that jam.
Which
is dude, Best Day Ever is my jam on that.
Oh, is it?
Have you ever heard that one?
Oh,
come on, bro.
I don't know if I have, man.
I like that one. Best Day Ever.
Yeah, because what was that? It was like you had Kicking Incredibly Dope Shit was the intro. You had Outside, Get 'Em Up, Nike's on My Feet, Senior Skip Day, The Spins, Don't Mind If I Do, Paper Route, Good Evening, Ride Around. Are you sure it was on that one?
What?
The first one?
I thought it was, maybe not. Oh, you're right. No, it's on the one with it's like a silhouette of his head. It's black. It's a silhouette of his head. It's pink and blue and shit. Yeah,
that wasn't on this one.
Tripping.
Yeah, Nike's on My Feet and Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza. This is again kind of, how Mac Miller got his start. Obviously, this is kind of him lamenting his success in the rap game. I think this is worth bringing up, man. Especially kind of where he started and what he evolved to. You and I have talked a lot about his last album, Circles. Really mixing in kind of some of the big bands, some different instrumentals, some samples. Super good, and just to kind of see where he started and kind of where he ended was a tragedy, because I think he was really going somewhere, man, and really kind of getting into this experimentation, finding his groove, finding himself. Gone too early, man. I think, again, he died September 7th of 2018 off the drug overdose. So,
we did Mac the other day with the NPR, the Tiny Desk concert. So we kind of got nostalgic and talked about it. This was the first time I had even heard of Mac Miller. Did you hear him about this? Is the first time for you too, or did you hear him before that?
Oh, this is the first time for me.
First time, yeah.
First time for me.
Yep, and I just loved how hip hop the album was. It just had samples. It had like the real hip hop kind of, or I guess not real, but I guess that's all depend on your definition. But the core hip hop elements that I associate, with hip hop, I thought this album had and did what? Was this a mixtape or album?
Mixtape.
Mixtape.
Yeah.
So not even an album.
Mixtape. Yep.
But that's what I really loved about it. I loved it didn't sound perfect. It kind of sounded a little grimy. Kind of sounded a little boom bap. It just had samples that weren't as clean. Shit was a little rough. I liked that, man.
You know what got me into it was the album cover, right? So this was 2010 when this came out. But in the 90s, do you remember the movie Kids? Which was all about skateboarding.
Yeah.
So that's what got me to buy this album, was kind of that visual, because I loved that movie, right? Kids was really about just kids growing up in the 90s, the drugs, the sex, just the loitering, the trying to figure out themselves and identities. That's what that movie Kids was about. And when I saw this album cover, I'm like, wait, do the two connect? I don't understand what's going on here. So that's what drove me to buy that, was my love for the actual Kids movie.
Gotcha.
Which was interesting. So I didn't even know who Mac Miller was. I'd never heard anything. I was just like, oh, shit, I love that movie. That looks like the same font. Maybe there's a connection. Let me check it out. So I checked it out. That's how I got into Mac Miller.
Good shit.
So interesting.
Good shit. That is the On This Day. What is the date again?
August 13. Back to 2010, and then rewind to even 1994. So we got Woodstock.
It's already
94.
the 13th.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Birthday's here, bro. At 28th, I'm about to be old.
How old are you gonna be?
Old as fuck.
35.
30 something, bro.
30 something, bro.
Yeah.
Or 37, because that's how many viewers we have right now. 37.
No, not that old, bro. Don't push me up there. 37. Get out of here. Thank you, Dow, for the On This Day.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to do some fun shit. Me and my lady, we're going to do something fun for the birthday. Get out of town, do a little trip. Might miss a show.
Uh-oh.
Might miss Thursday show. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. Keep you updated on the birthday plans.
Uncle Roselli and I'll take over.
You guys will come.
You got it.
Yeah. If you can get that fool to slide through, bro.
We're there.
Woo. If you can get that fool to slide through, anything is possible. I'm telling you.
Anything's possible!
All right, let's jump into the sneaker segment. Got a couple pairs of shoes in studio. Also got some Topps 2020 cards that came through, so I'll show you guys those. But first, the sneaker segment this week brought to you by Fortify Luxury Tattoo Aftercare. The homie Chris Roberts came through heavy. He owns Fortify Tattoo Aftercare. He got the snakeskin Jordan 1s Satins. Did he pay resale or you hit?
I think he paid resale.
Okay.
A little over resale.
Either way, he got them. He reached out to the cast and was like, yo, you guys want to take a look at him on the show? Super cool. It's my dude. So make sure you check out his product. If you have tattoos, if you're getting tattoos, FortifyTattooAftercare.com is a CBD-infused tattoo aftercare. It will use, you put it on after your tattoo session to help heal, soothe the tattoo. So obviously, after you get a tattoo, you're in a little bit of pain. It's going to help with that. Also, it's going to help it heal up correctly. A lot of people push products, just generic, Aquaforge, just different generic products that you can get. This was researched, tons of research, tons of time, tons of effort was put into Fortify Tattoo Aftercare. Comes in a little jar like this. You just rub it on, and it smells incredible. I don't even have any tattoos, and I just put this shit on as lotion in the morning, bro. I step out the shower and I'm just playing. But Fortify Tattoo Aftercare. If you or somebody you know is getting a tattoo done soon, make sure you check out their product. I promise you will love it. FortifyTattooAftercare.com. Use the code MUP10. All right, so sneakers. We'll get into those. Let me see. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the baseball. Baseball cards, bro.
So I'm buying a lot of the same Topps cards that you are. So I'm wondering if and when do I get these? When do I get mine? I think they're so far behind. I'm just like, when do I get my Topps cards? Because I think all I have is the Mike Trout, and I have the Ep.1 that came out first or whatever. So I'm looking forward to getting some more cards in, man. Let's see what you got.
Did I show the Ricky Henderson on the show? I think I did, from Misha. Either way, it doesn't matter.
I don't know if you did.
Shout out to my guy, Mish. He ooped me, the town, the Ricky Henderson. There you go. Bam. Ben Baller, Ricky Henderson. Town. Really, really sick. Shout out to my guy, Misha. Ooped me on that one. Last episode, we looked at the... What the hell was it? We looked at the... Damn, I'm tripping now.
The Mattingly. Wasn't it?
No, it was this.
Oh, yeah.
The Cal Ripken. Last episode, we looked at the Cal Ripken. That's what I got in, dude. I got in a Mr. Cartoon.
Oh, sick, yeah.
John Mattingly. I don't know where the hell it's at.
That's the one I'm waiting for, because I got that one too. I think I ordered the 5-pack of that one.
Did I show you this one? The Ben Baller Big Hurt? Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt.
Damn, that one's sick, dude.
Ben Baller.
You got all the jewels on the Big Hurt. That's sick.
I did show this because I shouted out my guy, Matty Betts.
Did you? I don't remember that one.
On that one.
Where was I?
I'm not sure, but I also...
I was absent.
Where the hell are the new cards? Like, what happened here? That's my Ben Baller Mike Trout. I must have shown all these already. What is happening? Bro, are you kidding me right now? Are these shits in my backpack?
I don't know. I don't know where the new cards are.
I just looked in my backpack. Okay. Think. Get yourself right. Get your game proper. Hold up.
Trying to find some good cards here. You've ordered so many cards. You don't even know what you have or how many you have or what the hell you have.
Dog, I took them out of the...
I got to do inventory for you.
I took them out of the bubble wrap, and I threw them in my bag earlier.
To notify which ones they were?
Well, I was just looking in the bag, like, to look for the bubble wrap, and I was like, man, they're not in my backpack. I'm, like, scrambling. Then I opened up then I showed you guys a bunch of cards you probably already saw.
I don't think we saw a lot of those. Dude, those are new to me.
Chise.
Those are new to me.
Pull your head out. New to you. Thanks, Dale.
New to me.
Make me feel a little better. This one right here. Yeah. The Don Mattingly Mr. Cartoon. Look at that, bro. The Hitman tagged on the train, on the subway. Love that shit. Love the background on it. Love the lettering he did.
Super sick, dude. Man, I'm waiting for my card. When did you get this in?
Mr. Cartoon.
Did you get this in the last day or so? 2 days? 3 days?
I think.
I'm just wondering where mine's going to be.
Yeah.
Because I ordered the 5-pack of that.
Yes.
So I love that card so much. I love Mr. Cartoon, man. His tattoo story is so great. And yeah, all that. Love that.
Geeked on this one. My man F. Dot snapped on this one. Love this one.
Trying to think which one it is.
Mr. Padre himself.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, dude. I just love that. I love that it's got Tony Gwynn's face down in the bottom corner, and then you got the art. Mr. Padre. Super, super sick. I'm a fan of that one.
That one's sick, yeah.
I really like that one a lot. So that is what's come in from the Topps Project 2020. My guy Misha is, bro, that guy's balls deep.
He's been in the game.
He's so in the game, like stupid in the game. You know what should be coming soon, though, I think? Is the Derek Jeter, Ben Baller. How many of those did you buy?
The 5-pack.
I think I bought 5 or 10.
That's the one you can possibly win the chain.
Right.
I'm ready.
I think I bought 10 actually.
Did you?
Yeah. I dropped a quick like 130 or some shit.
Quick 130 on that.
Trying to win that Derek Jeter chain. Ben Baller. Crazy. My Aunt Berta. Get it together, TTF. No. Take Friday through Monday. Can't miss the cast. I know. So check this out, Aunt Bert. We're looking at booking this resort for my birthday. Go do a little stay. Well, of course, it was probably double the price to do Friday, Saturday than it was to do Thursday, Friday night.
Oh, I bet.
And then leave Saturday.
It's like some Vegas shit.
I know. So I think we got to do Thursday night stay, Friday night stay, and come home Saturday. Because if you do it the other way around, it's going to cost us double. And I can't do that. Shit's already taxing, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shit's already taxing. So
Gotta
that's
do it the right way.
That's what's going on. That's just what it is. Let me see here. Which one's the one that I donated for? The one you copped on the cast. What was that, neighborhood? I'm going to have to run it back too, bro. I don't remember. That one's definitely not in yet, but shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That would have been like probably two before the Derek Jeter bin baller. I don't know what that would be though.
I'm gonna have to run it back too.
For sure.
All right, let's move forward. The L's this morning on the Adidas 4D draw. Did anybody hit that besides my man Thomas Yee? Shout out to Yee though.
Yeah, it sounds like Anichov also hit, but he hit Packers. So Packer Shoes did a release at 10 o'clock our time last night, which was, I believe, midnight East Coast time. And it sounded like that was pretty easy. I think DJ Crush also hit on Packers. I was still working, so I was on my way home driving and got the notification obviously late because, I was driving my beater, wasn't hooked up to my Apple CarPlay, unfortunately. So I wasn't able to see the notification until I got home. It was already too late. I guess it was a pretty easy cop on Packers last night, unfortunately.
Wow.
I wish I would have been there.
Damn it.
I wish I would have known.
Damn it.
Because the parlay 4Ds are in. They just got delivered. I just got confirmation about 30 minutes ago.
Nice.
So I'll have those, which is cool. But I wanted the Ultra 4Ds. I really did, man. That OG silhouette. I hear they run true to size, which is obviously crazy to me because the 1.0 silhouette's super tight. I always go a half up, if not a full size up. But I did like those. I just like the way they look. So I'll probably pay resale for them, I guess.
Wow,
sucks.
look
But
at you.
if anybody has a size 10, 10 and a half, either or, I'll take either one. Just hit me up.
Let's go with Dow's wildly accurate resale sneaker tracker. Let's play that game.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dow,
Yeah.
what do you think the 4D parlays are going to sit at?
I think right now, my guess is you can probably get them.
Right now, they're what, 275?
I think they're probably 290, 300.
We were looking them up today. Yeah,
I think they're about
293?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's before anyone's gotten their pairs, obviously.
Yes.
People have just been notified, unless they're, maybe a couple back doors here and there.
Yeah, some people got their pairs at boutiques, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when everyone gets their pairs, where do you think they settle at? Lower or higher?
It's tough. 4D. I think they're going to settle right around 260. 250, 260 is where they're going to end up settling.
200 retail? No, they were 220, huh? They bumped the price, didn't they?
That was what was confusing. Everybody was hating because
Right.
Adidas app, they were 200. And then if you were in the raffle, you were kicked out because they adjusted the price. So you had to go back in there and re-sign in at the 220 price point.
Gotcha.
So
Interesting.
So yeah, 220 looks like the price point. I think it was 235 shipped with Packers last night is what I was seeing people post. But I think 260, 270 is where they're going to settle in. I don't think there's going to be a lot of resale. I think people are kind of psyched on it. But then people are going to be like, 4D still sucks. 4D is still not as good as Boost. Sure, it's a 1.0. You look at the 1.0 OG that was re-retroed from 2015 to last year, I think is when, or maybe 2018 is when it was retroed. The OG with the black, with the purple heel cup.
It was 2018.
It was 2018, dude.
You're right.
And you look at that thing, shit, man, you can get that thing under retail. So I just don't think a 4D midsole still makes it great by any means. So I think 250, 260. That's my guess.
Anichov says 280-ish. There you go.
So it goes a little bit down from where it's at right now because I think it's about 290, 295, somewhere in there.
John King says outlet specials.
I don't think it'd be outlet specials.
LMBO. What about 8 O's? He's laughing his butt super off
Right.
at that, Dal. Taylor Jordan. Dal, I still got the off-white 4s. LOL.
I know, man. It's hard for me to pay over $1,000 for a sneaker. I really love that sneaker.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really, it's the first sneaker that I absolutely love, probably in the last year or two. I just love the look of it. I love the simplicity of it. I love the cream. I love that shoe, Taylor. I just don't know if I can come up. I mean, I think Taylor probably wants $1,200, $1,300, and I think that's pretty good market value. That's what it is. I don't think Taylor's asking for anything out of the ordinary, so I don't know. I don't know, Taylor. I don't even have a job. I have a golf job. I have a golf job. I'd love to have that shoe, though.
The parlays will be out today, so we'll have those for the next episode of the shoe.
Yeah, I'll have those on
or of
Monday.
the show.
Yeah, they just got delivered.
Mambo Week.
Yes.
Let's get into that, bro.
This is super dope,
Mambo
man.
Week.
So this is off of news.nike.com, so I wanted to show you fools kind of what I see here. So Mamba Week starts on August 23rd, which would be that Sunday, and it goes through, obviously, the 29th. So each day, we have a couple different shoes slotted, which is pretty dope. So the first one, we have the Kobe 5 Protro, the big stage.
Protro.
So this is celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Kobe's 5th championship. The big stage colorway returns in the Protro version. This updated edition also features tattoo-style detailing of Bryant's notable achievements from 2009 to 2010 season. This shoe releases August 23rd in North America.
Wow.
Is this a must-cop for you?
No. But, I mean, I would go for it, but it's not like if I don't get it, I'm not going to go back and pay resale or,
right.
None of that stuff's must cop. There's no real, I don't know. None of the Kobe shit, like as much as I like Kobe, none of it's like a must cop for me. It's not, I wouldn't be a guy that have a bunch of Kobe memorabilia hanging, that I went and paid resale for. If I got something, if I came across something, if I was gifted something, whatever, but it's not something I would go out and like pay resale for.
Right.
So I guess that's my definition of a must cop.
I think I'm right there with you. I love Kobe. I love what he did, except when he was just tearing up the Nuggets. I mean, it's hard for me to love that. So if we go back to the 29th.
Took away our only shot that year, bro.
Yeah.
The Western Conference Finals, Melo's only time making it there, and then the Lakers.
And that was pretty close to it, the 2009-2010 season.
Right there, yeah.
That was pretty close to it.
I think that was it.
For me, this shoe, I like the tattoo style that talks about his accolades, but Kobe was shredding us right there. So it's hard for me to love this shoe. So it's a pass for me, but I think it's a great looking shoe, and anybody who does ball knows that the Kobe 5 is a great balling
Are people
shoe.
copping to ball though? Those are collectors, right?
Yeah, I mean this one is one that I'm interested in, and I'll tell you why. So this is that collector. So we talk about the Kobe 5 Protro 5-time champ. So this is lamented to his 5 championship saga in which Kobe had. So I think this has a little bit more meaning. Again, he shredded the Nuggets as to get to some of these championships, but this is kind of a collector piece for me. I love the Lakers gold, the Lakers purple on this, that obviously talks about his 5 championships with the Lakers. I think this is fantastic. This is a great themed collector's package for me. This releases August 24th in North America, and I think this is great, man. This is a cool looking shoe. This means stuff, collector-wise for his 5 championships for the Lakers with the Laker purple and gold. I think this makes all the sense in the world. So this is one that I'd like to have in my collection.
There you go.
I love this one, man. This is cool. So what do you think? Those icy bottoms don't get you?
No, not my favorite looking shoe. I mean, regardless of what it is, I would never go for this shoe or try to cop this shoe or wear this shoe in normal times. So it feels weird that I would go for it after the guy's dead to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just feels weird to me. It's probably not my vibe.
Gotcha.
The tattoo one, a little bit more relatable to me, but I'm not a Laker fan. I don't do purple and gold much. I don't do that type of shoe. Is not my kind of shoe.
Right.
Yeah.
This
is what it is.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. And third, these are my favorite. Now, this is the Kobe 5 Protro and the Undefeated collab. Now, this is one, especially the multicolor one, this is one that I would wear on the streets. You have the undefeated logo on the tongue. I think it's super sick. You have the multicolor. It's almost like a what the shoe, which is super sick. I love that concept there. But in June of 1996, 12 teams passed on Kobe Bryant in the draft. One pair in this undefeated two-pack collaboration is comprised of a combination of colors from those 12 teams, while the other pair includes colors from the franchise that made the trade, symbolizing the what if. So I think the concept...
That's a crazy sick concept.
Dude, this concept is super cool, right?
Yeah.
So motivation that drove him to outwork his opponents. Both pairs feature gold accents that reference his career championships. This pack releases August 27th, and this is going to be the undefeated stores.
I'm going for that for sure.
This is cool, man. People that passed on him, that gave him that probably gave him, the starting fit of his Mamba mentality. I think this is awesome. Don't ever count me out.
Only?
As far as I'm
exclusive online or no?
Undefeated stores is what it says so far.
Oh, dude, so I drive to Vegas?
I'm ready.
Shit, it's my birthday.
We can meet up with Ted. We could probably stay with Ted. We'll save some money.
Day before my birthday, bro. We drive out there. We stay with Ted. We go ahead and get in line at Undefeated at 3:30 a.m. and we cop these joints. Ted goes for his bike ride early in the morning. We wake up, get in line. I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm just hyped.
Gotcha. And then
I don't want to yell.
And then we mad dash and get you back here to spend time with Mia so you guys can go do your thing.
Oh, let's do it. All right. I'm already ready already. Sick.
All right, so there we go. The undefeated pack.
So stupid.
The quiet yet
It's funny because no one can see us right now, too. So it's just like they're watching this and hearing whispering.
I think it's great. So this pack is my favorite. Hands down. The best meaning, coolest meaning, Mamba mentality, undefeated. What the? Don't count me out. Sick. I'm down. This pair is fucking awesome. All right, on to the next.
I'm with it.
I like the colors of this. The inspiration obviously isn't going to be as cool with me, but check this out. Inspired by the mythological character Medusa. Remember all the snakes, the head of the snakes on Medusa, the whole thing, and her ability to freeze onlookers with a single glance. The Kobe 5 Protro Girls EYBL features a green upper, gold accents, and scaled detailing. This shoe releases the 29th. So what I'm kind of hearing, this might just be a girls exclusive or GS women's colorway based off of what it says, but it says the Kobe 5 Protro Girls EYBL. So the whole Medusa thing, I love that. It's a cool concept. If I saw that shoe, I wouldn't think Medusa.
No, yeah, no.
So for me, collector, cool. I like the concept, but I don't get it by what I see. You could see with the previous one, right? Well, as we talked about. So maybe this is just a girl's colorway, women's colorway. Cool. I like it. Just being able to freeze his opponents, doing what he does. I love it, but not for me.
Yeah, a pass for me.
Yeah, pass for me. Then the infamous, the Lakers City Edition Jersey Black Mamba. Now, this is cool, man. If you're a jersey collector, if you love jerseys, I've got multiple jerseys. I know you have a few.
Oh, I'm the type to go to Jersey and cop a new jersey.
Bars.
Originally
released in 2017 as part of Nike's Lore series and co-designed by Kobe, the Black Mamba-inspired Lakers City Edition uniform returns. The jersey features a faux snakeskin print. Super cool. 16 stars on the side panels and the scoop neck from LA's Showtime era uniforms. Both of Kobe's retired numbers 8 and 24 front and back, 8 on the front, 24 on the back, grace the jersey, an arrangement that symbolizes Kobe's career and the day dedicated to his impact on the game. The jersey releases August 24th in North America. So,
nice.
Cool, man. So, it's great, man. It sounds like LA also has confirmed a Kobe Day. And then we look at Kobe Week that Nike's doing. I just love where we're going with this. I think he deserves all the accolades and more. I love what he was doing with his career. At the end of his career, his new start of what he's doing with women's basketball. This guy should be lamented in a city success, in basketball success, men and women's. And again, if anybody could even take anything away from his mentality, I think he was a scholar to us all, and and a pioneer for sure in many ways. So I'm happy that we're celebrating him yet again with Nike, with LA making Kobe Day. I think this is great, and I'm all for it.
Same. Love the concept on that jersey. I love the 8 and the 24 on the
That's
back.
awesome.
The whole shit's sick. It's not something that I would cop. I'm obviously not a Laker fan, but
I want to save it for all the Laker fans.
right.
I'm going to stay away so all
Right,
the Laker fans
exactly.
can
Yeah,
get
what,
that shit. You know
what
what
would
I mean?
need? What would I need that?
Again, none of this is really for me to make money. There was a shoe or two that I'd love to have in the collection for his championships, and then also for the drafting concepts and the undefeated. I love that. Everything else, I just want to leave for everybody that really, really wants it, that needs it. The diehard Kobe fans. I hope they all get it.
Yeah, the tattoo joints are definitely a pass, but that pack is. I would really like to have that pack in the collection,
Totally.
just because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's just a very, very cool thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
I really like I'm driven by competition. I enjoy competition a lot. I think that's what, a lot of us here in the chat, or a lot of us here listening to the show do. We talk a lot of sports. Obviously, if you like sports, you probably like competition, high-level competition. That's where I like that pack. I like the fact that it's a shoe with the colors of all the teams that passed on him. And like you said, that's what kind of built the Mamba mentality and really started that whole thing. So I enjoy that one a lot. Let's move on. We got the 2 pairs of sneakers.
Yeah, man.
In stewed, brah.
All right. Which one do you want to start off with? The Barclays or the Snakeskins?
Let's go with the Air Max 2 Charles Barkley 94s.
You bet.
In studio. Retro Air Max 2 Charles Barkley 94s. Obviously not the OG pair.
You bet. Yep. So the last
A
time.
lot of 94 on the show today. Woodstock, Barkley.
Yeah, no doubt. So let me put it up to your camera so you can show the box label there whenever you're ready. So, yeah, so this is an ode to Charles Barkley. This is one of my favorites.
Get the focusing right on the cam. It's hard out here for a pimp like Dow. He's got to be the producer.
There you go. Yeah, so this is one of my favorite Charles Barkley shoes. I wasn't able to have this in 94 when I was playing ball, especially I think that was in middle school for me. And so it's nice to have stuff now, right? And this had a retail price of $160, a little steep. I think most of those stuff should be $130, $140. This is $160, a little steep. You got that basketball performance vibe though, so maybe it's worth it. The last time that these came out or were retroed was 2015. I did miss out on the pairs there. I don't think I was that into basketball shoes. And
Can I take them out?
Yeah, absolutely, and all that shit. So I'm glad to have them now. Again, I don't know that I'll wear them necessarily. I think this is kind of just collector shit for me. I was the kid that always had the Charles Barkley shoes because I could never afford the Pippins, especially the Jordans. So when my parents would split the shoes with me, they said, hey, we're willing to bring this much to the table. You choose which shoe you want. And it was always Barkley because that was in the price range that made sense.
But you got Nikes though?
I had Nikes on my feet.
Woo, lucky guy.
I had Nikes on my feet.
I didn't sniff a Nike.
I had Nikes on my feet.
I didn't sniff a Nike till high school, I think.
It's okay, man. I mean, I had friends
really
that I had friends that were wearing BKs, British Knights.
Shit. Yeah, did I have any BK? I had some LA Gears, but I don't know if I had BKs.
You had the Kangaroos.
Yeah. I had a pair of Walter Payton.
Really?
Kangaroo, yeah. They were
Walter
like
Payton was teamed up with Kangaroo?
They were like a limited edition, and I thrifted them. They had turf spikes on the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude. They were like indoor turf shoes.
And did you wear them for basketball?
No, I just wore them like around as regular shoes.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
I was like in 7th grade.
If you would have told me, yeah, I played basketball in them too.
Kid. Yeah.
I was hitting triple doubles like it's nobody's business.
Were you?
With some Kangaroos.
Gosh, I can't imagine that. I remember you just think when you were a little kid, you just thought, man, the shoes made you.
Oh, dude.
Jordan put that mentality in our heads as kids, and then you just it just felt like if you had the right pair of basketball shoes, you're about to just go off.
How about this? Did you ever sleep next to your basketball shoes?
Oh yeah.
And you know why I did it? Just to make sure they
Not
never
basketball shoes, but football gear, yeah.
Oh, me was basketball shoes,
Right.
dude. I always did that because I just didn't I didn't want to wake up and think that I had these shoes and it would be a dream. So I knew that I'd wake up and they were right next to me. Like, dude, I took that shit serious, man. I was a collector from day one. I really was. I just loved things.
Didn't want it to be a dream.
So I made sure that they were right there with me.
That's
and
hilarious.
that I could wake up and I was so much kid shit, man.
These are kind of cold, bro.
They're cold though, aren't they?
Yeah, these are like old school cold.
Yeah.
Like, these are almost like, these are dope.
I think they're super sick. And resale's really high on them
These
so
are
far.
like, almost like Jordan 10 cold.
They've only released so far 2020 with Finish Line and JD Sports because they're owned by the same entity.
Okay.
So $160 retail, which is what I paid, a little bit of shipping or whatever from Finish Line. But right now they're going for almost $300. So these you could actually make some money on right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
$300?
They're just under $300 in a size 10.
These were retro this year?
Yeah.
And the last time was 2015?
2015. You got
They're
it.
still going for that price?
Still
2015. Who's wearing out their Barclays like that?
2015, you can still wear those because
Right,
the
that's what I'm
bubble's not
saying.
old.
So I wonder what those are going for.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Interesting.
didn't look at those, but yeah, man, I'm happy to have them. I think they're great, man. You know, the purple hints on there, a little bit of 3M on there, the big bubble, the Nike on the side. I think these are fantastic, man. And why the hell would I ever wear these? I don't ball. They're hard to wear with jeans. They're cool to wear with shorts. They're just a memory. I bought them for a memory.
T-Mobile, I had this exact pair. This is the pair that brought me to the game.
Really?
Barclays. There you go, T-Mobile.
Mine was Bread 4s. T-Mobile's was Charles Barkley Air Max 2 CBs.
Neighborhood. Dal needs to un-DS those. Kind of fire. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, damn.
Who said that?
Neighborhood.
I can't argue.
Low-key fire. Low-key fire, bro.
they're
Uncle
sick.
Jim saw Barkley throw his shoes up in the stands after a game interview in Denver after he beat up Rocky during the game.
Oh, really?
Sir Charles. Nice.
Great
Nice
memory.
one. I would have loved to see him beating up Rocky. Rocky annoys the shit out of me. I know he's like one of the best mascots in the NBA, but I don't know. Something about him just annoys me. The shtick he has.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Just like, yeah, I just don't like his shtick.
Gotcha.
I think plus I've heard the dude that plays him is kind of a little egomaniac. He's a little short.
How long has he been playing him now?
Grip. That's why he's an egomaniac.
Gotcha.
Because he's been playing him for
20 years plus?
so long. Yeah. And his son is, I think, like going to be taking over someday.
Really?
But we'll see. Shit, it looks like the guy doesn't even want to let it go. He's like in his late 50s, early 60s, running around still doing
that
yeah,
shit?
dude. Since the McNichols days. You remember McNichols? They show that clip sometimes at the Pepsi Center in McNichols where he like went sliding from the top down to the court on a sled. Like I thought the guy was going to die.
That's sick.
Yeah, he's insane. He's a wild man.
50 doing big
But
shit.
he's between 50 and 60 somewhere.
Holy hell.
The dude
That's
that plays
great.
Rocky, yeah. Yeah, I just heard I heard some not so flattering things about the guy, but I don't know if it's true, so I'm not going to spread gossip on this show. It's not what we do, but just, yeah, not my favorite mascot. Rock. What's going on here? This is like some nice. Should we just leave this on?
This is, yeah, it's weird. It's like Christmas, but not. I
Yeah,
don't
what
know.
is this?
I feel like I should be making cookies.
Piss mess. I got to get that out of here. Sounds like shit. Yeah, you got to make some cookies.
Go ahead and thumbs down that.
Oh, dude, speaking of cookies real quick. So me and Uncle Jim drive back all the way from the East Coast.
Uh-huh.
Grandma Lil sent me a bunch of cookies. Yeah, she made a couple batches, 2 full things of cookies, 2
sick.
full cans. I forget the cookies in the car because I'm in the hurry. We get back. I'm getting my stuff. I hit him up a couple days later. I'm like, yo, what's up with the cookies? I ate them all. I'm like, you ate 2 full canisters of cookies? Huh? I think Uncle Jim's bullshitting me. I think he's holding out on the cookies. I think he's got them stocked somewhere.
Huh.
And if not,
Maybe he resold them. Is there any resale on those?
Oh, there's Lil's cookies, bro. Definitely resale. They're probably going for 3-1
Wow.
markup. Yeah, definitely.
You ready to see these Jordan 1 snakeskins?
Yes, I do. I'm interested to see the quality.
Yeah. Well, don't expect much.
That's what I've heard.
Go ahead and show the box label here. Let me
All
get
right.
the camera right.
Jordan 1 satin snakeskin. These were only released in women's sizing. What was the max women's size?
I believe the max women's size was 12.
Yeah, so
12 in these.
I couldn't get them anyway.
Yep.
That's a men's 10.5.
Mm-hmm.
These are my man Chris Roberts' pair, and these are a size 11 in women's, which it fits what, a 9.5, 10 in men?
9.5.
9.5. Always forget he's got those 9.5 joints. Comes away. Wait, let me see. What other?
Just black and then red.
Red laces in the box.
Wait, does it come with white on there as well?
Red laces in the box. And white laces.
White and black. That's sick. 3.
Red, white, and black.
What's the play? Taking a quick look at them.
I'm
gonna say white.
Black or
White's
white.
gonna give it that kind of varsity look,
Yeah.
that old school kind of varsity look for sure.
Black or white.
Red?
There's
No
already
way.
a lot of white on the shoe though too. I
There's
think black is actually super fresh because the black matches the back really well. The black brings black to the front.
Right.
There's no black on the front at all.
That makes
So
sense.
it's kind of nice.
Mhm.
I like that. That's my move. I'd probably just stay black. I think white's a little bit too aggressive.
Gotcha. So as you're showing these, I'm going to go over some things that I'm a little uncomfortable with. So what I would say, first of all, is the toe box is absolutely hard as a rock. I'm not a fan of that. It's not good. It feels like some of the cheapest
leather
I have ever.
Wow, dude.
Ever
this is like a
seen.
GR mid. I'm sorry,
Dude,
Chris. I'm pushing on your shit.
Hold on.
Is Chris trying to wear these? I'm not going to mess it up, but. Dude.
Wow. You can actually see what you're doing there. Dude,
There's
that is
like no movement in this. You see me
Dog.
pushing on the toe box in the camera?
it is hard as a rock.
No flex at all.
None. Do you think
When you put these on, you're in a no flex zone.
Do you think that helps with the creasing? Like maybe it won't have a bad crease?
It looks like
Because
they built
it's
a
so
force
bad?
shield into this.
Yeah.
Did they build a force shoe into the toe box?
It's
force shield.
there's
into
a
the toe
force
box.
shield in there.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Like. Wow, that's hard as shit.
Dude, and if you look at the side panel of the white, push that in. Push that side that mid side panel.
Oh yeah.
It's just as hard, dude.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is. This is one of the stiffest shoes I have seen Jordan Brand come out with for a while. And dude, I know what you're about to say there too. The insole is completely different as well.
Yeah, it's a totally different
It's
insole.
like it's almost like a stitched in insole, and it's thinner. And I'll tell you, I tried these on. Chris let me try them on.
What?
And because there's no insole really, and it's almost like it's pushed down inside there if you want to show it, dude, you can
really see
you
it
can
on
almost
camera, but-
you can almost go a half size down.
In this, you can do a half size down in these because the insole is so thin. You're not gonna be able to see it. It's dark as fuck. Look like a fucking tunnel. You gotta lighten it up.
You can't see it.
You gotta lighten it up. Yeah, you just lighten it up in Gen. There you go. Yeah, they ain't gonna be able to see the insole as far as it looks different, but it is different. It's thin. It's thinner than normal. It doesn't go up the sides of the thing at all. It looks like it's almost cut out. Literally, specifically to fit this bottom of the shoe. But that's what I've heard. Philly Mayor says these are dog shit compared to the Tokyo ones. I heard the Tokyo ones are crazy quality. I think I might have to grab a pair of those, dude. I saw them this morning on GOAT for $279 in a size 12 plus ship.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to not pay more than $250. But
yeah, so the quality on these not good, and that insole is actually satin. You see that? It's a satin material.
yes,
So you've got satin on the tongue, you've got satin on the insole, and you have satin on the inside of the shoe where you're
the cuff, the inside heel
the inside
cuff.
of the cuff, and that's it. I think there was some major opportunities to put satin on the outside of the shoe, which would obviously cost more, wouldn't be as cost efficient.
But wouldn't that live up to the name? How are you calling this a Jordan 1 satin?
I don't think you should.
Nothing about it is.
You should
satin
just
on
call
the
it Jordan
outside.
1 or snakeskin.
Right.
If anything.
Yeah, because the tongue is satin, but
Yeah.
other than that, there's no satin on the outside at all.
Mm-hmm. Inside cuff, tongue, and insole.
You know what, dog? This looks like it looks like one of those shoes that they did with it just looks like a replicated shoe surgeon failure. That's what it looks like. Like, it comes with these shitty black laces. These are the same shitty laces that they've been giving us lately. You know those ones that are not they're not your real flat black laces. They're like that shitty black. Like the Fearless. The ones that came with the Fearless.
Right. The lint lickers.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Just those ones that are like puffy, like they're like tube, like you could squeeze them and it's like they come apart.
Yeah, no body to them whatsoever.
Whack laces.
Yeah, I just can't see if anybody's paying $330 for these right now. Just know that you're
$330 is what these are hitting on. Huh?
Yeah,
Oof.
just know that you're out of your cotton picking mind.
That's crazy pricing.
You know, I wouldn't do it.
The snake skin is. I mean, it's not really even. Obviously, it's not real snake skin, but it's not that nice. Like it's just not.
It just looks like stamped. Like it almost looks. It almost just looks like the black was just stamped by this like weird
because nothing
shitty this $3 tool.
Yeah, you can't like pull the pylon back at all. Like I feel like when you see it on shoe surgeon shit,
right?
It's like legit pylon.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Pylon.
Look at it. You're in that football mode.
Like Dal said, it looks like it just stamped on the back.
Just
there.
all stamped.
It doesn't look like that's not genuine at all.
I think this is one of the worst Jordan 1s I've seen. Jordan 1s have been killing it. I think the colorways are good. I think most of the quality is pretty good. This is one of the shittiest Jordan 1s I've seen.
I'm glad it wasn't in my size. Female release.
Yeah, like even the red's not that soft. And typically you would get soft on at least some of it. Man, this is
Jordan 1 mid quality.
Chris Roberts, I appreciate you letting us see these because, man, I think I think we're informing the public right now. And that all you fools that missed, like I did and was sad,
It's not that big of a deal.
don't give a shit.
Yeah. I mean, you could have still made money.
Yeah.
Will these drop or go up? Jason Ramirez, good question, dude. I think they'll go up just because people aren't going to be able to see them in hand and know all this shit that we're telling you.
And they were only women's.
Before they pay resale.
So they're still limited.
And they're only women's. Yep.
Right.
So that's going to give them a little bit of that as well. But I was excited about these when they came out. I thought I was really going to like them. Yeah, just in person, the execution's a little bit disappointing. I mean, it's not the worst shoe I've ever seen, but a little bit disappointing. I'd pay retail, John King. Yeah, I think that's about the most I'd do.
I think so.
Retail is all you can do.
I think they're worth retail because the colorway is cool. I think that colorway is good. You have Chicago in there. You have some bread formation in there. And the satin's nice. And you can go down a half size because the insole is like nothing, which is weird. But, man, if you want mid-quality in a high Jordan 1, maybe this is your shoe. Not a bad shoe from that aspect, I guess.
The other thing that makes it, that's really kind of sad about the sneaker game these days being the way it is, you always see like John King, like, oh, I'm going to wait for these to go to the outlets. I'm going to go hit the outlets.
Right.
The sad thing about the state of the game these days is, and the botting and all the shit that goes on, is everything sells out no matter what.
Right.
So we really won't see much of like, oh, remember when these were at the outlets? Like, we won't see those gems that sat at the outlets.
Right.
And this just kind of reminds me of a shoe maybe back in the day that everyone wouldn't have really been like that geeked for. Sure. And it might have sat, and then it might have been one of those like you hit it, you find at the outlets. And you've seen some of those outlet shoes that were there, and now they're worth $800, $700 resale. Yeah. Some, certain Jordan 1s or Jordan, whatever. Yeah. Even certain mids go up in price from there. But I just don't think we're going to see as much of that anymore because it's all getting sold out.
It's crazy, dude. The last time I was at the outlets
like that.
Yeah, the last time I was at the outlets, dude.
This reminds me of an outlet shoe, though.
I saw basically trailer park boys.
What is that?
Just, people that you wouldn't normally see into shoes or buying shoes, right? People that couldn't care less about shoes. Let me just say that.
You saw these people at the outlets?
And they were at the outlets, and what they were doing was there was a family. There was multiple families, and every one of them had StockX open.
Huh.
So like they were just trying to find gyms. So not only are you not being able to find shoes because of the bots and all that shit, but you have people that have heard from their friends that, oh man, back in the day, outlets, you could find these, and now they're worth, 2, 3 years later, 4 years later, they're worth like double, triple, quadruple. And I think you're seeing people that aren't into shoes that are really just about the business, and then low income families, just together on StockX, literally just trying to squeeze money out of these deals and steals. That's what I saw at the outlet. I saw very low-income houses and families at the outlets trying to buy stuff, and every one of them had StockX open.
How long ago was this? During COVID?
No, yeah, this was about a month and a half ago. That was the last time I was at the outlets. And I just, again, people that would have never bought shoes or been into shoes looking for the business standpoint. And I can't blame them. But, again, that's just yet another reason why I'm reiterating your point. You're not going to find things like you used to.
It's going to have to be a shoe that just really, really bombs. Like John King said, Animal Instincts, etc. That's one of the last ones I can think that it was just a super bomb, especially the 2.0, because they tried to charge $250 for it. And that was the line people drew. People were finally like, remember they charged $250 for that Animal Instinct 2.0 that I brought in?
Yeah,
and that one's went to the outlets.
And I was
shocked. Or it will be at the outlets if it isn't already. It's going to have to be like that. It's not going to be like it was before, where you had a decent amount of shit that didn't sell out and you could actually find some shit at the outlets. It's going to be that kind of stuff. It's going to get harder and harder.
Yeah.
A lot of activity going on in the chat.
Yeah. Neighborhood says, well, usually low-income people shop at outlets. He's like, but I get what you mean. I just mean like low-income families that typically wouldn't be buying shoes. But I mean, like Dirty GJ says, man, people flipping kiddie pools right now.
Anything.
Resale is insane right now.
Yep.
I mean, you look at the hand sanitizers, all the masks that people were flipping. Anytime we can have a one-up on somebody, we're going to do it.
Right.
It seems like, that's just the world that we're in.
It's crazy. The world is a vampire.
Oh, nice.
Thanks, man. Anna Choff, the Japan Jordan 1s are pretty nice. My Tokyos came in today. I was impressed. Good shit. You know why that's good shit? Misa just threw down $4.99 in the super chat.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, missed most of the cast. Was at Boondocks with my son.
Sick.
Got a size 12 smoke coming for you, TTF.
Oh, man.
Wow. Thank you, bro. Do you really? Doug, you shouldn't be donating $4.99 to us. I should be donating $4.99 to you, bro.
You bet. Well, and just to add on to the pie, that fool got me a size 10.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
I told him, I said, hey, let me get a paycheck or two from from the golf course, and I got you. He's like,
Misha,
cool,
can
man.
I pay for those with GOAT credit?
Anything's possible.
It's game day, baby. Wake the fuck up.
Damn it. Wrong one. Damn it.
I think you got so excited you threw it a little hard.
I took the L, but guess what? We have another $4.99 in the super chat from my man Thomas Yee earlier. And he asked if the car in the parking lot moved yet. Yee. They're gone, bro. They left. They packed up shop. They dipped. They watched the cast. They were like, oh, shit. Let me pull this bitch into a spot before TTF has me out here going viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're gone, bro.
I think we're going to start doing the cast like drive-ins. Maybe people will start paying for us. To go to the drive-in, we'll have the cast on.
That'd be dope, huh?
Probably not.
That'd be dope, huh?
All right, let me shoot for Thomas G.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Oh, man. And he knocked over his cup. That's a double L.
Take that L on the way out.
T-Mobile said earlier that we should make the Dow resale prediction thing a segment. We should do it. We should do it like right when shoes drop, or maybe right before they drop.
Okay.
And then go back and revisit them like a month later, and see where you're at. We should do it like once a month, and during the segment once a month, we'll recap how you did from the last month, and then we'll
that'd be
talk
sick.
about what's up for the new month.
All right.
All right.
I'm down for that.
New segment on the cast.
All right.
So we can get that going.
Research Dow in the house.
Jackson Juicy sequence. I like the snake skin and waiting for the Japan personal now. What does that mean?
He
Waiting
likes the
for
snake
Japan-
skin.
What's waiting for the Japan personal?
He's waiting for the Japan. They call him. So they say Japan on the insole, but he's talking about the Tokyos.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
okay.
weird because they say Japan on the insole. They say JPN.
Gotcha.
And
I
it's
did
confusing.
not know that.
Yeah, it's confusing to people. So
There you go.
I think that's what it means. I got you, bro.
Thank you. Good. We're putting everybody else up on game. Good shit. Those smokes are sleepers, dude. I'm pumped on the smokes. Can't say thank you enough to Misha. Appreciate you, Misha. Holy shit. Still waiting for Dow. Super chat. $1.99 from Anna Choff. Still waiting for a Dow takes TTF shooting vlog.
Okay.
I saw the homie was asking earlier about sneaker vlogs too. Sneaker vlogs, I don't know, bro.
We can't get sneakers. We'd have to be able to get sneakers first.
To do it consistently isn't good. And if you don't do it consistently, the amount of time you put in for the views you're getting is just, the internet's, it's too saturated.
Yeah. You know what people are doing now? They're what's that fool that was Kais's friend that was buying like all that stupid shit. You were telling me about him. He's driving the nice car.
Forgot his name.
Shit, I forgot his name too. But what people are doing, even Tom Stefanik now, they're buying like 5,000.
Harris? Not
Yeah,
Harris.
Harrison
Oh,
Neville. Yeah.
okay.
Harrison Neville. So all these fools are buying like $5,000, $7,000 fucking mystery boxes.
From where?
I don't know. All these different shops are putting them together for them.
Putting them together for them?
For them, yeah.
Okay, so it's not a real mystery box. It's not something the public can go buy.
No, they can. They can. There's a link in the description. You can hit that. But like Tom Stefanik, for example, bought one for $5,000. And they put a lot of Jordan 1s because they know he's a Jordan 1 fan. So to do that, Tom was trying to tell him, like, hey, these companies are putting together for stuff that you know. So maybe they're doing questionnaires. Maybe they're trying to find who you are, what you like, what you're into. And they'll put you a mystery box together.
Okay.
But they're like $5,000. That's what we got to be doing. If we're going to do sneaker vlogs, we got to do mystery boxes. That's what's popping, I guess. That's the rumor on
So
the
we got to
street.
pay $5,000 to be able to make a video
I guess.
that people are going to watch.
That's what people are doing.
Here's the biggest thing. Like we have, for example, we may have the Sean Witherspoon Asics. Might have a homie that hit those. We may be able to look at them on the show.
Nice.
That pair, just for example, when do have those fully dropped? Have people
Tomorrow, the 14th.
I went and looked yesterday. I was like, oh, if we get those, would that be worth doing a review on? Hey, YouTube, there's already a full
30.
page.
There's 30
yeah,
reviews.
Tons of reviews. And the show hasn't even come out. I'm like, this is where the game has just gotten, like the vlog game, doing sneaker vlogs, all that shit has gotten so saturated and such bullshit because there's people like me who are going to do it, give you guys an entertaining video, give you a good review on it, give you good looks at the shoe, all this shit. And I do it because I have a passion for it. I enjoy it. Then there's people that just gravitated towards this because it's a way to make money and they have access to the shoe. It's like, oh, well, I know so-and-so. I live in such and such city. I can go to this boutique down the corner and get backdoored pairs from blah-da-da. I'm going to just start a channel and start reviewing. And now you get all this super shitty content because these people have access to sneakers that the people that actually know what the fuck's up don't have access to. Right. So we can't do the reviews. But then you got these clowns doing the fucking reviews and doing sneaker content, and they're outperforming the cats that are actually putting together good content just because they get access to every single sneaker. It's just, that's what it is, bro. It's just not VC Productions. That's who it was. You're going to do sneaker vlogs ever again. There you go. That's the answer, bro. It's just not, it's not enjoyable. It's not fun. It's like the sneaker game, bro. It's all just changed too much over the past couple years. Everything is morphed into a pile of dog shit. Just like 2020. The sneaker game's turned 2020. It's the same thing. Sneaker game 2020, it's all a pile, bro.
It's all a pile.
Just a pile. That's where I leave you. That's where I leave you guys with it. We're already way too late. Let's get the hell out of here. Right. But anyway, I'll think about maybe dropping a review here and there. I don't know if it'll be full-on vlogs. I don't know. Stressing me out talking about it, actually. Stresses me out. It really does. Because the amount of work you put into it.
Oh, shit, I know.
Is just.
You're saying worth the squeeze.
Right.
Unfortunately, right now.
30 reviews on those Weatherspoons. They're not even out yet.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts.
Did you watch any of the reviews?
No. I was like, hey, would these are going to be new. These are going to be fresh.
Right.
Let me see what's up with these. Maybe we can get. Nope.
I think we started seeing that. Remember when I got the Azales, the V3s? I got those early, remember?
Oh,
and
yeah.
We shot a whole review.
Yeah.
It was, I think that's where we started noticing, like,
right.
Yo, this is...
Like, dude, this is not worth it right now. The amount of time and effort and energy and
dude,
money, everything we're putting
I was
into
on my knees, on my belly, trying to get, like, on-feet shots, like, just, like, flexing, man, trying to, like, squirmish and get in weird places to try to get the best shots. Wasn't worth it.
Tyler Buck, you should see the guys from the Vice's YouTube channel. Just a cringe show.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude. I can imagine, but that's what it seems like it's been, dog. It seems like YouTube is turning into people that, especially this lane, people that have access to the shit are the ones creating content, but they're not content creators. They're not even fucking good at creating content. They're not entertaining. They're not funny. They don't get good shots. They don't do shit good, but people are tuning in because they have access to the product.
They got the product.
So then the people that can't get every single sneaker, that aren't under that umbrella or the OOP or whatever, they're creating good content. You start to fall off because you're not constantly within that loop. You know, you got to find a way to be able to do it all, and it's where we do it. And dude, we talked about it. Us getting W's since they've eliminated like in-store sneaker shopping.
Yeah.
Or since they changed the way Foot Locker did it. Foot Locker was really our last like hard life hack. Like I felt like I'd spent a fuckload of money at Foot Locker. I had, my account was built up, and I would get 4 out of 5 releases that I tried for. And I felt like that was pretty fucking good. I was excited about it. But after that, just bad news, bro.
All right.
It just went bad news from there. So that's kind of what I have. That's what we'll leave you on today. Sorry, I don't want to leave you guys on a negative note. Thank you to everybody that donated in the super chat. Shout out to my guy Misha for opening me with the smokes. I guess he got Dollar Pair too.
Yeah.
Crazy. Let me know what you need.
Misha's the man.
How much you're charging, bro. Let me know, and we'll make it happen. All right, guys. We will be back on Monday with, hopefully, the Sean Witherspoon Asics. Hopefully,
we'll have the Parlay
Ultra Boost.
Yep. The 4D. Sorry. Parlay
4D.
Ultra Boost or 40, whatever.
Maybe some new Topps cards.
Yeah.
And discussing all of the nonsense
that
went down over the weekend.
Yeah, that this world is.
All right, man. That'll be all for this one. Thank you guys for sliding through. We will see you fools on Monday.